Hey everybody. How you doing, Tom?
Mr. Grumpus, what's happening, brother?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me okay?
I I got a little delay.
Am I
There
too loud?
there we go, much better.
We good?
Yeah, I didn't have YouTube on, and all of a sudden it just popped up. Wow, wow, wow,
All
wow.
right. Who all we got in the chat? Let me get back to the other. Got Alex here tonight. Carla's here. Haven't seen her in a while.
How you
Chris is
doing?
here.
What's going on, everybody? Alex, how you doing?
Nikki, how you doing?
Nicky, Nicky.
Well,
Uh,
what you been up to, Tom?
it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you know what, Grumpus? It's been raining all day.
Well, that's unusual for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's almost scary. I told Marie I need to go to Lumberyard build an ark. Unbelievable. Yeah, we need it though. I mean, I'm in the desert, so I mean,
Yeah.
but this is supposed to be some bad storm that was coming off the west coast. So
You gonna
I'm
get
not.
some cool weather with it?
Yeah, I think we're going to start in the 40s now at night.
Oh
So
wow.
and then start in the 60s. It's been like 70, 80, and stuff like that. So it's pretty good.
Well, it hit 38 one day last week. And
Wow.
I think the low tonight's supposed to be 70 something. So it's all over the place.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Unbelievable. I've been uh, on here tonight, just on YouTube watching. I go back different channels and stuff like that. But all of a sudden, I connected into Key West, Florida. I told you this past couple weeks now, and they get this karaoke bar down there. I tell you what, it is phenomenal. I mean, unbelievable. A lot of hidden talent.
Yeah, there is. I hit Old Town Spring. There's a speakeasy that I go to, and they have karaoke every Tuesday night, and
It's
it's a lot of fun to watch these. Some of these guys, I mean, they take it pretty serious.
yeah. I mean, some of the pitch and some little out of tune here and
Oh,
there.
there's some of them. It's you kind of cringe a little bit for them, but
Yeah,
they're having a good time, and that's what it's all about.
exactly, exactly. I mean, this from watching this now like 3 weeks in a row. I mean, I don't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll just keep going back and forth with it, and you see the same some of the same familiar faces jumping up and down. It's pretty cool.
Well, I've had a busy week myself. Our office at work, it's one of these little rental offices, one of these trailers, a
Okay.
36-foot trailer. It's been parked in this one spot over 20 years. Somebody broke in Sunday night and just trashed the place. I mean, absolutely, it looked like somebody picked that thing up and shook it like a snow globe. Didn't
Jeez.
take anything. There was computers in there, printers, microwaves. Uh, I mean, I had routers and tools still new in the box laying around. They didn't take. The only thing I can see that they took was a real old coil nailer that I'd had repaired 4 or 5 times. I mean, I threw it in the bottom of the cabinet just in case we got desperate someday and something broke and I needed one in a hurry. But they cut themselves up coming through a window, and we've been cleaning up blood all week. I mean,
Wow.
it has just been a mess.
That's insane. Really is. Uh,
We had police come out, and he said, "Well, that's a lot of blood." I said, "Yeah, it's a lot of blood." They took samples, stuff like that. And I asked him, I said, "Well, you think it was one or two people?" He said, "No, it had to be one person. If it had been two, they'd taken something."
yeah. Exactly.
I said, "But, I told him, I said, it'd been fine with me if I found him bled out next to my desk. The mess he's left me to clean up."
Yeah. That's where you need the bloodhounds come in. Then
I
Chris
mean,
wants
there's
to.
there's nothing. I mean, the place looks like we purposely don't keep it cleaned up too nice outside because we don't want to look like we have anything.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. And our restaurant one night got broken into, and that was rare
Yep.
because I mean we wouldn't. I mean we never played back in the day with that
Yep.
kind of stuff. Okay. Now, out of everything that was in that place, okay, the food and the booze and everything, the guy took one bottle of pop off vodka, which is
That's all he needed.
that was it. I said, son of a gun, look at this.
I
Unbelievable.
mean,
Chris,
we had file cabinets tipped over, monitors throwed across the room. We had computers they'd picked up, throwed across the desk, but they didn't take anything.
yeah, I'm probably looking for cash.
And cash is the one thing we don't keep in that office.
Yeah, probably looking for cash, looking to get that quick hit.
But
Chris wants to
anyway,
know.
anyway,
Chris
we
wants to
got most
know. Chris
we
wants
got
to
most of
know.
it picked up.
Chris wants to know what's your favorite karaoke song for you to sing.
Oh, I don't sing. I just sit there and tip my old fashions back and have a good time watching these people.
Unbelievable.
No, I
That's
can't carry a note in a bucket.
yeah. We used to do we did karaoke, but it got carried away. I mean, people. One night we had a fist fight in the joint. I mean, come on, unbelievable.
Well, they have this place. They have karaoke on Tuesdays, and then I think it's Thursdays, maybe Fridays. I can't remember because I usually don't go. But they've got open mic, so people will show up with their guitars and their
Yeah,
keyboards and just there's usually a small band there that if they want backup, they'll get up and play with them.
yeah,
But it's a small place. It's not huge.
yeah. That's usually what happens with them kind of small places like that. And I tell you what, they get nice crowds. We have a place. We have one street here in Henderson, downtown Henderson. It's called Water Street. Okay, and there's one, two, maybe three, maybe four casinos that are down there, but old school casinos. That's where I was playing when I was playing. But they what they did was the town was very smart because I guess back maybe 10, 15 years ago, the town really hit rock bottom. So what they did was banks moved, office buildings closed up,
Uh,
all street. Well, what they did was the town took all these buildings over, which they're all foreclosed on. One place is a wine bar, but they have like appetizers and stuff, appetizers and wine. Great concept, but it's in a bank building. They didn't change anything. Still got the windows with the tellers, stuff like that.
yeah.
They made put a kitchen in there, and they have guitar players come in and this and that. That's one place. Then they have a couple other different places that opened up, real small, put in a bar like that, and going there. But one place opened up, and they what they did was almost like an open mic, but the place itself had guitars,
Hmm.
drums, okay, anything to put a band together. And you wanted to see this place. Grumpus, it was funny as hell. There was people getting up there and playing. I mean, actual bands started that way with the drummer, the guitar. I mean, it was fantastic. And you know what? And the food was really good also.
Like you said, a lot of hidden talent out there.
Yeah. So especially
Do you
out
rem-
here.
do you remember Rockefellers?
Yeah.
Was that Washington Street and Montrose? I think.
Montrose.
Uh,
Holy crap,
I
man.
went there and saw. I went there and saw Chet Atkins once. And I don't know if you'd ever gone there or not, but that was a two-story building,
Mhm.
and so they had the bank and the lobby downstairs, and then they had like a horseshoe balcony upstairs where they had offices. So when they converted that over, that was all seating area up there with tables and stuff. We had a great time.
Was wasn't that a Texas Commerce Bank?
That I don't know. I only knew it as Rockefellers.
Okay. Let's see.
Luke Bob Garage. I'm not. That's not a name that's familiar to me.
And he's passing through,
Well,
beating up that like button. I appreciate that. Thank you.
thanks for passing through, and
Yeah.
welcome. Stick around if you want.
Yeah.
Charlotte texted me a little bit ago. Said she wasn't going to be able to go live tonight, so
Cool.
she won't be joining us tonight. Chris, if you want to hop up, come on up. Same way with you, Carla.
I had a well, it's final. My daughter and grandsons are moving back east.
Oh, they don't got him a place.
Yeah, and so we're
Oh,
gonna do.
Dorito.
It's me, Dorito.
Okay. Now I know who it is.
Yeah, so they're heading back east. So we're gonna do Thanksgiving, and they're gonna be getting out of here, and by December 1st or that week of
Oh,
December
okay.
first, heading back east.
So, do
So
they have she got a job lined up yet, or a place to stay, or?
not quite yet because well, she does lift, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I mean that's what I do when I moved to Texas. I worked Wednesday, packed Thursday, left Friday, and started
Yeah,
my new job Monday.
yeah, yeah.
Never missed a beat.
So a little sad, but
Well,
life
you
moves
hate to see
on.
him go, but
Yeah, but I mean, I there's nothing else I can do, or I'm telling you, Grumpus, I don't know how the young people do it nowadays. I swear to Christ, I don't know. Um, the just with the prices and everything out there is crazy.
it's nuts.
Yeah,
Absolutely nuts.
but there again, what you gonna do? Well, we I started I did I did a podcast with dude. It comes up Monday. All right.
Okay.
So normally, what happens when I do the podcast, I put them up first. Everything goes up the same time. Every once in a while, YouTube gets it while they're up. It's microphone, whatever, and they don't. It goes out on YouTube Music, but sometimes it just doesn't open up until that day. Well, I put dudes up, and I don't know what scheduled it for this coming Monday. And on the podcast side, it's got over, I think, 3,000 views already.
So it already broke.
Yeah, but not on the video side.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Okay, it took off. I said, "Son of a gun! Look at this, unbelievable."
Well, so you do better when you're not on camera.
Yeah. Well, no, it goes up as a video on the podcast side. It's
Yeah.
still a video, but it breaks sooner. There's a lot bigger audience on the podcast side than there is just with regular dealing
Well,
with the algorithm.
probably so. You probably got people listening in their car and
Yeah.
headphones at work and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that
So
makes sense.
so I got to get a hold of him, tell him that you're breaking the bank on me, kid. It was good though. It was really
I'll
good.
have to check into that. That's Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Monday. I don't know. So other than getting butt broken into and having to take blood samples, what else has been going on,
I,
man?
let me show you this. I don't know. You can see a little bit of this. Uh, where are we at? Look at this mess. I I've built 3 computers this week, all at the same time. So I got parts. I got parts everywhere. I mean, behind me, you wouldn't believe the mess.
That is incredible.
I'm
Are
not.
they compatible? Are they working now?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got one of them I already took to work, so I've got it all set up and ready to go. The one here behind me is ready to go back to work again. I put in new guts in it, and I'll use the existing case and stuff. I'll take it in and switch it out with my boss's computer,
Okay.
and then his I'll bring home and do some maintenance on it, and we'll end up putting it in the front office. So usually what happens is I'll upgrade one computer here at home, and that shifts 3 computers at work.
Okay. Well, I
But
tell you,
yeah, I finally got this in here at home. It's not that it didn't work. It's just resetting everything up. So, I mean, when you go to these different websites, they're saving cookies. So, you type in your account in one time and it don't ask you no more.
right?
Well, you
Yeah.
reset one up from scratch all over again. All those settings are gone. You got to try to remember what you used, what passwords we used, download drivers. Every time you turn around and turn something on, something else is not working because you forgot to download this.
I keep paper, pencil on hand all the time because
If it wasn't for Evernote, I'd be lost. My whole life is on Evernote.
yeah, I'm looking into that, and I'm trying. Like I told Marie about what you said about it, and I said I'm
Yeah.
going to look into it. I said, but here's the problem. I don't know what I did with all the papers with all my passwords on them.
Well, that's why you needed Evernote.
Yeah, exactly. So I said I got to take one day, possibly a week, and go through all my stuff. You know what I mean? Because now, it's just stopping and think. I'm not talking crazy or anything like that, but in case anything happens to either one of us, we gotta. I
Yeah.
gotta know. She's gotta know. Where to
Yeah.
go and what to look for and stuff like that.
Passwords, count numbers, things like that. I'll scan in credit cards and have those images in there if I need it. But because Evernote's, it's password protected anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to remember the one that way. But
Well, it's
like I
just
monitor, let's see, one, two, three, four. I got 7 emails that I monitor all day long.
okay.
Every one of them's got, some of them is Yahoo, some of them's Comcast, some of them's Gmail.
Yeah.
I got to keep all that stuff straight, all the passwords straight. And if I didn't have that in Evernote, it'd take me forever to try to remember all that stuff.
Yeah. It's getting to the point where you turn around and say, well, I can remember that. No, I walk into the room here and say, what am I in here for?
I mean, yeah, something forced me to change a password, and I put O1 or an O2 or O3 on the end of it. I can't remember which one I did.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And now, all of a sudden, now, my bank, okay, my bank account, or my deal with my bank online now they're asking for the password. Before you would just click on it and it would pop
That's
right up.
two-step verification. Yeah, I hate that. I
And
mean,
now
it's
I'm like,
secure. I understand the thought behind it, but a lot of
yeah.
this stuff sending you a text every time just so you can log on to your own account. That just irritates me.
I said I'm Irish. I'm not Indian for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? I don't know. I went Grumpus. And I don't want to sound crazy or anything like that, but
We're all friends here.
I'm trying to look something up the other night. I use Shotcut.
Yeah, yeah.
I got into using that, and it's got a lot of it's free to whole bit, but it's got a lot of stuff on it that OpenShot didn't have. OpenShot's older than hell,
Okay.
so now I've been using that. So it's got overlays on it. It's got. I mean, you can slow speed. Don't you can do everything, zoom everything on this thing right there. I'm sure like you would with the upper grade ones too, but
Yeah, that's also open source, isn't it?
yes, it is. Very,
That
it's
looks pretty
very,
good.
yeah, it's very good. So I'm looking to do something. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll go check with our friends. Okay. Uh, that we both watch, and I say, yeah, what about this? What about that? But they don't answer the question that I'm looking for. So then I go back on YouTube and I'll retype everything back in again, and every time, I mean every time, I find out exactly what I'm looking for pops up, and here's the response I get. Hello, this is
I got you.
click.
Hey,
What
Carol,
the
how you doing tonight?
hell are you talking about?
Good to see you, Carol.
Hey, Carol,
Thanks
how you
for
doing?
stopping by.
So, not to sound crazy, but I mean, I am crazy. It drives me insane. I just can't. Well, you get somebody, and the last time there again, I'm trying to be nice. Last time the guy had a lisp. So,
Now, I would have liked to hear that one.
And Marie says to me, "What are you cursing about? What are you yelling about in there? Listen to this crazy stuff." It's amazing. It really is amazing. But you get set in your ways. You don't think so. I'm good. I can do this. I can do that. No. Mm-mm. Every time I find something, it's off color or whatever, and sorry about that.
Well, what are you going to do?
The
Carol?
Muppet Chef spoke to me.
Carol, jump on up here if you want. Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, I'm having a little.
I think Carol's going to have iguana for Thanksgiving. Oh, she's down sick.
Ah, yeah, that's going around. Marie don't feel good now. Something's going on with her. Past couple days, we're blaming it on the dry weather and stuff like that. But I don't know. I said, "You ain't seen anybody in weeks." And she goes up to get the mail. Walks up to the mail. Who did you talk to?
Spastic
Oy.
cough.
Holy moly.
I've been watching these. I don't know how I got started on it. There's a few channels out there, people hunting down these iguanas in Florida.
Oh yeah,
That would be me if I lived in that area.
and they did something else. I think something with the some kind of snake. It's in
Oh
the
yeah,
Everglades.
the boa constrictors are
Boa constrictors. Yeah,
going nuts down there. I mean, they got bounties on them and stuff. You can sell the hides and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I
That's what I
told Vicky,
want
I said if I was down there, that's exactly what I'd be out there in the swamp stomping around with trench foot and
to. Yeah,
knocking down iguanas.
I would get hit with a black widow or something and wind up in the
Sounds like a
hospital.
lot of fun.
Yeah. Uh, it's
Uh
throwing
oh.
it, sinuses. Yeah, see, and that's how Maria is right now. And she come out. She said she came in, looked in the office like this, and I said, "What are you doing?" Oh, I had the weirdest dream. Don't go there with me. She said, I went to touch you, and my hand went right through you. Go in the other room. I told her, leave me alone. You nuts. Means I'm dead. I don't know.
You had to cut the tree down. Did the iguanas kill it, or you just didn't want the iguanas?
Wow.
All we got's wild pigs.
I remember when I lived in Florida, okay, I remember it got cold and all of a sudden freaking iguanas were coming out of the trees. Bloop. I mean, they would just stiffen up,
Yeah.
blang, and hit the deck.
Were
Oh,
they
boy.
were they dead or just?
Eventually, I
I
guess
mean,
they
they're
died.
cold. They're cold blooded, so I can see where they'd freeze and probably
And
kill them.
they turn a color and bang, hit the. I mean, what the hell was that? There you go. Yeah, they
Yeah, but
carry
that
some,
salmonella, you can fry that right out of them, Carol.
just like you do chicken. It tastes like chicken anyway.
Well, I watch Deer Meat for Dinner. He cooks them all the time.
Mm. Ay, ay, ay.
Nice Thanksgiving iguana. I think that'd go over real good around here.
Yeah, it go over like a fart in church around here. um, we, you know, I don't know. Look, remember that guy that we're going to sneak up on the iguana, and he got taken out by a stingray.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The alligator guy, crocodile.
Yeah, not Dundee, but ay, 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 ay.
Give me one second here. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we need some. Let's see here. Carol, are you further? Are you down closer to Miami? I think that's where you that area. Well, close to Miami. I lived in Tarpon and then moved to Hudson. We moved to Hudson to get away from the tornadoes, but guess what? Where I lived in Hudson, it was the Indians used to call it the hideaway. Okay, well, I was there 5 times. We had to evacuate because okay, Palm Beach County. Okay, gotcha, 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 gotcha.
Carol, it's just like I tell people. It's funny who made the rules and what animals you can eat, what animals you can't. People who decided the cow was okay, but a horse wasn't.
Right.
Things like that. And you skin a cat, skin a rabbit, they pretty much look the same. And somebody asked me one night, says, "Well, you'd eat a cat?" And I said, "If it tasted good, I guess I like cat."
Yeah, I mean you can get that with bok choy and
Yeah.
fried rice in some places I know.
But really, I mean, if you stop thinking about it, it's kind of interesting how the divisions, came. Not
Friendships.
not that I want to eat cat or eat dog or anything like that,
But if you had to, you know.
but it's when it comes to you know cattle and horses and donkeys and goats, and I mean, who decided this you can and this one you can't?
I told you a while back about that OTR. Okay, on the road on over the road, I think it is.
Uh huh.
Now he is a U.S. citizen who moved to Beijing in China, a little above Beijing, and he opened up not one but 3 different restaurants. Young guy, okay, studied in China to become a chef, and he opened 2 or 3 places, couple bars and stuff like that. And
Hey, Jen.
beaten in Haiti, in Cuba, yeah. Anyway, they were talking about that couple videos ago about horse eating horse meat, and
Yeah.
a lot of European countries eat
Simon,
horse.
how you doing?
Good, Simon, how you doing? That they eat horse. Okay, so it's just I mean, what's drummed into our heads?
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean? Constantly. I mean, hey, in Ohio they were eating cats and dogs, weren't they?
That's what I hear. I mean, what I hear is there was no strays.
Exactly. Siamese, I think, was the best one you had, and bulldogs, I believe. But yeah, it's look. If you're hungry enough, you're gonna eat just about anything. You know what I mean?
Hey, Terry, good to see you.
Terry, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I would like to go, you know, overseas just to try the different proteins, just just to try it. I mean,
I mean, and the different parts of the animal. Now, Grumpus, me and you are basically the same age. Okay, I grew up. We used to hunt. We had a hunting cabin upstate New York. Okay, we'd
yeah.
go deer hunting, whatever. You know what I mean? Bird hunting, pheasant, quail, all this different stuff. That's a delicacy now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You go to these different shops, these specialty shops, and you get, I mean, anteater. I don't know. I'd have to step back out of the circle with an anteater or something like that.
Well, I mean, the ants are clean that he's eating. I mean, about the only thing I mean, right off the top of my head, about the only thing I wouldn't eat would be a possum, because I mean, they eat dead animals and stuff like that. I'm probably not going to eat a vulture.
We eat dead animals.
I wouldn't have a problem at all tearing into a piece of camel or something like that and try it out.
102.
That hunt may be the best part. Who knows?
I think it's full of water, I believe. That's funny.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm an animal lover too. I like them roasted, fried.
yeah, yeah. In some parts of Europe does allow it. In Italy, they have you can get horse meat.
Simon, I have eaten armadillo fried armadillo before, and I would like to try iguana.
I don't know. I don't know if that's keto or not.
Well, don't aren't they vegetarians?
Oh yeah, so's cattle. I mean,
Yeah, everything I eat's vegetarian, pretty much.
yeah. I love that one show with Al. Was his name Weisselberg? Is it eat more vegans?
Eat more vegans. Yep.
Yeah. I tell you what, he changed. He really changed things around. His channel really blew up, and now he's doing documentaries
Yeah.
all
I
over
think South
Texas.
America eats guinea pigs. I believe.
I just watched a thing about guinea pigs.
I want to say Peru or Chile.
Yeah, I think a lot of South American. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, I watched them. They were pretty good sized guinea pigs. In fact, it was Anthony Bourdain actually was in some part of South America.
And I'll tell you another one I like to watch was Andrew Zimmern.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
that guy, he would not only tore into anything, he went back for seconds just to make sure he gave it a fair chance.
Yeah. I had a little chat going on with him not too long ago. Um, he he's a pretty good dude, but he would go a little extreme with things, and I guess he had some kind of addiction or something. So,
Well, he was homeless at one time, from what I understand.
oh yeah, yeah. But now he's on a comeback. So,
But yeah, I like to try to different
in
things.
fact, I want to reach out to him. I'm going to see if he want to do a come on a podcast.
I mean, I guess it takes a pretty good mess of guinea pigs to make a good meal, though.
Well, these things were wild, so they were pretty good size.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, they looked like pretty much like maybe the size of a rabbit
okay.
that they were roasted. Oh, all open fire cooking. I think it was in Argentina. I'm pretty sure that he was at. So, hey,
She says they spit roast a little. I guess she's talking about the guinea pigs.
yeah.
I mean, why not? I mean, especially if you're farming or feeding them, they got good feed, and
Now, see there you again, right there with pigeon.
yeah,
Okay, pigeon in some countries are a delicacy. I mean, they are.
isn't that like squab?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. The only problem is I was getting ready to cook a homing pigeon. Went to look in the oven, it wasn't gone. It went home.
Well,
That's what you call. That's the first to go. Yeah, but pigeon's good. I mean, I've had pigeon many times. I loved pheasant. I loved quail, duck. I mean,
oh, yeah, I'd walk through fire for duck. I love
yeah,
duck.
I love duck. Even there again, dove in North Carolina. I used to go with the guys that they didn't talk to because they didn't understand me and I didn't understand them. Okay, you ain't from around here, are you? And we would go. What do you call the dove hunting? Dove is fantastic.
Oh yeah, they do a lot of that down here.
Yeah,
Well, generally, my deal is, I want to know what the animal's been eating. If the animal's been eating clean, I don't see any reason at all not to eat it. Now you're going, if it's something wild, I'm gonna cook the fire out of it.
yeah, yeah. See there again, cooking it. Okay, chicken. If you take the dark meat and you don't cook it the right way, it's dry as hell.
Yeah.
So you gotta be have a little ingenuity to put that taste right back into it again.
Well, Smokey heard me talking. She ain't even come in here tonight.
Or if
I
you
was just
even
saying the other day, she getting a little fat.
yeah, exactly. And you keep putting her by the fire, man, she might get a complex. Uh, I tell you one thing, all the pigeons, the lady next door was feeding the pigeons. I told you. All right, I told Marie that keeps up. I'll thin the herd quick
Yep.
and feed it to the neighbor. Yeah, Here, try
I'm
this
with
little
you,
chicken.
Madwood. I got a grandma on my dad's side, and everybody's got somebody in their family you want to just kind of keep back in the woods. Well, that was grandma, and I never had a bad meal, but you never asked what you were eating
Yeah.
because if it couldn't outrun her, it was in a pot.
I watched my grandmother pluck a chicken. I tell you what, there ain't a machine out there that can pluck a chicken faster than her. In the pot. But I mean, there again, the stigma that people put on things, okay, and it hammers into your head.
Yeah,
Don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat this, don't eat that. Come on.
I had goat tacos Tuesday night.
Ooh, baby.
Delicious, man.
When I lived in Houston or in Katy, every once in a while I would get down to New Gals, and we go in there, and as soon as you cross the border, okay, goat. You'd see the things hiding the goat cooking in the windows,
Oh yeah,
on
they got them all splayed out.
on the spit, and I said, "Son of a gun, look at this." All right, so I sat down with a rack of ribs, a little bit longer than normal. All right, and I tell you what, they were fantastic. They were just, I don't know.
I've eaten raccoon also,
I said
Terry.
nuevo, not
Yeah,
yeah. I have raccoon, squirrel. I used to squirrel hunt, rabbit hunt.
I really like squirrel and rabbit a lot. The
Now,
coon, I wasn't that impressed with the coon, but it may have been the way they cooked it. It was a little greasy.
coon is very tough. Coon, it's got to be cooked down very slow,
Yeah,
and then at the end of it, you got to take it out of what you're cooking it in, the vessel you're cooking it in, and then roast it. So it can be a little
yeah.
tough chewing and stuff. I mean, would I turn my back on it? Absolutely not.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
Absolutely not. And I think that's what's missing. Here we go, Grumpus. Hey, there he is. Get off my lawn. That's what's missing with today. Okay, not enough people. I can't even imagine asking my grandsons to come on, let's go squirrel hunting, and it would be kind of tough out here in the desert, but but I mean, come on, we're gonna take this back, skin it, clean it,
Yeah.
and roast it. They look at me like,
You want us to do what?
did that
No, I
come
loved
from?
doing that kind of stuff when I was growing up.
Yeah, that was. And then you learned, and the older you got, you learned that the 12 gauge wasn't everything. Okay, you need a little 410 or something. So you don't have to sit there picking
Yeah,
everything out of
yeah.
there.
Well, I
Well,
used to come home late at night. I years ago back in Indiana, I worked retail, and I'd get off at 10, so I'd be back behind my house around 11, 12 o'clock on a full moon after a snow, out there rabbit hunting with BB guns.
hmm that's fun. The anatomy of the rabbit, of the chicken. See when I grew up there, I mean, my grandmother tell you square business. My mother and father tell you, you're getting old enough now, this and that. My grandmother look at me and say, "There is no Santa Claus. Get off
Oh, my mom, she wasn't gonna let Santa have any credit.
it." I said, "Son of a gun."
Me and your dad bought you that.
Yeah,
There ain't no Santa.
and it was very expensive. Too funny.
I bet it
Yeah,
was.
and I just watched it tonight, just a little while ago. There's some guy, I don't know where he was actually from. I went in, he had it live on. I'm just looking at it, and he was off grid somewhere, and he's doing a live. Lights behind him, the whole bit. So I don't know how far off the grid he was, but and the guy was talking about that with the food, different foods, and what they used to eat and what they eat now, and blah blah blah, all the stuff like that. And I said, that's not even a not even a fraction of the country that eats that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I don't know.
I don't know what they got out there, but what they got prairie dogs and stuff like that.
I don't know. Off grid making a monthly trip to Costco doesn't cut it.
Might be some rattlesnake out there you could throw on a grill.
Now,
Throw
now you
that on your monument grill.
now you're talking about that. Okay, when I lived in Houston, I had rattlesnake soup. It was one of the best I've ever had in my life.
I've had quite a bit of rattlesnake, and
Yeah,
that's another one you got to cook it just right, or it's really tough.
yeah. And they
But
compare everything to chicken.
but if
Okay,
you get you a nice slab of rattlesnake ribs, I mean you're talking a plate 2 foot wide.
rattlesnake ribs, Eh, like this, unbelievable. And then with gator, I mean, I never forget Grumpus. We're in Florida. We lived in this little 55 and older place, and I tell you what, it was great. But they had a pond, and they had the water jets shooting up the water
Right, right.
like this and like that, I guess, keep the water going. And at the time I was there, there were problems with gators. Now I was like maybe a mile from the Gulf at that place. That's when I hurt my leg really bad. Okay, I broke my leg in North Carolina, and we moved there, so I wasn't walking too good. And matter of fact, I just gave up the crutches, so I had my cane. All right, so we walk. Me and Marie walk. I'm walking, and this and that, and I'd rather take the golf club, but she's breaking my hump about walking. Okay, gotta get your leg back. So we go down to the water. Okay, they had a little gazebo there, but and you had walk on them. They had the stepping stones, okay, with the grass around and stuff like that. So I'm trying to navigate through this stepping stones. Freak gator pops up out of the water. Now he was away,
Yeah.
out there, but you could tell that jerker up it came. I turned. I said, "Look at the gator." She was by the road already. Left me for dead. And you want to see this old fat bastard
So you
jump?
don't have to run fast, you got to run faster than you.
And I'm trying to like this. Wait a minute. I see you crazy ass. Whoa.
Well, I haven't tried golden retriever, but apparently the croc liked it.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. And you see these guys playing with them and antagonize them and stuff.
Yeah, that's just being dumb.
Yeah. And then I found out if you shoot them any other way, you got to shoot them right on top of the head.
Yeah.
Okay. To do anything. I tell you one thing, I would have went through a clip and a half trying to get him out of
The
there.
thing would have sunk with lead poisoning.
Yeah. I told Marie, thank you. I mean, you just left me for dead. I love Carol. She's funny as hell. The death roll. Unbelievable. You remember the show years ago, Grumpus Sea Hunt?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I
I
mean,
love sea hunt.
he'd get out of that old wooden Chris Craft and, you know, go into the water and down there and a whole bit looking at all this different. Get the hell out of here.
No, I don't like swimming in water. It's got things bigger than me in it.
I have no business underwater whatsoever. And especially you can't talk.
The older I get, the less I want to be in the water.
Exactly. I get nervous taking a shower. Uh, yeah, that's the one thing I don't understand. You see these big gators or crocs or whatever,
Yeah.
and they put them back. We're going to put them back to the wild. When I lived in Tarpon, there was a pond behind us. Okay, the same place I was talking about. There was a pond behind us, and every night I had raccoons like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
20, 30 at a time would come. I looked out the window one night and I heard a noise outside. I looked out the window one night. They were all sitting around my table.
Look like dogs playing poker.
I, I woke Marie up. I said, "Look at this." Okay, there they were, all around the table. I said, "I got to fix this. You can't shoot nothing here. There's neighbors. You can." I'm a good shot. Anyway, the neighbor says to me, "Did you see all them?" He says, "I was waiting for you to shoot." And it dawned on me, if he's talking about me shooting, my wife's talking to me about my shooting. Guess what? I'm not doing. I'm not shooting. Okay. Anything goes wrong, they're gonna hammer me. I ain't
There
doing
you
that.
go.
So I call this guy. This guy comes and drops a trap. I says, "How much is it going to cost me?" He says, "Well, if we catch any," he said, "I have to take it probably up north, drop it off in the wild up north." He said it's $80. So my neighbor went in half with me. Okay, so
Okay.
it was $40. Now I'm always looking for that being conned, or back in the day what I could con, or whatever. Okay,
Right.
and I said, "Who the hell is this guy telling me that he's going to catch this raccoon in a trap? He's going to take it out of here and take it up north and drop it up off north in the wilderness in Florida. Are you drunk?" Okay. Well, we catch this one raccoon. The guy gets up and he takes off, and I get the car behind him. Son of a gun! If you don't go on the other side, okay, there was another lake or something like on the in center of by Tampa there. He's gonna let it out there. I pulled up and blew the horn. He looked at me and his eyes got real big. I says, "How far north were you gonna go?" "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." This and that. He gave us the money back too. I said, "No, I ain't letting you get away with this crap." He looked at me. He said, my neighbor says to me weeks after this happened, but he said, "What do we eat?" I said, "Rocky, Rocky Raccoon."
Uh, yeah, iguana exterminators. They look like they have a lot of fun.
Yeah, exterminators. Wow. And and that's exactly. I mean, they bullshit the people so much.
Well, they fall for it.
Yeah, bullshit.
I mean, I live trap. I had a couple of raccoons came around here, got into my pond and killed some fish. They usually travel in pairs,
Hmm.
and I caught one of them. I live trapped one of them, and rehomed it, and the other one never did come around again. Wow, Terry, you got your truck in your living room?
What's that, Tonka truck?
I thought it was a bigger truck than that.
Well, I mean, what a shame he went through with that.
I know it. He just can't get no good luck at all.
Phew, I thought I had bad luck. Good God. I don't know. So you all ready for Thanksgiving?
Well, as far as I know, I'm going to my sister's house.
Oh, cool.
I need to get. I'm gonna get with her this week. She hasn't said anything about turkeys. The last 2 or 3 years, I've thrown the turkeys on the smoker,
Hmm.
but I don't know if she's decided to oven do it tonight or this year. Or it might
Yeah.
be one of them things she doesn't want to ask me,
Yeah.
and I'm afraid to offer if she wants to do something different.
Yeah. Tough situation.
We're just gonna have to 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 hash it out and see what she wants to do. It won't hurt my feelings if she wants to cook it,
Yeah.
but because they're really not a bother to me. I usually spatchcock them and throw them out there, and goes pretty easy.
Yeah. I got. I went to the store because they're all coming over here at Thanksgiving, and I went to the store, and 14-pound turkeys to me is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, a lot of people go like, "Oh, I'll get the bigger turkey." It's really a waste of money. But here's what happened.
I'd rather do two medium-sized turkeys than one large one.
Thank you. We in the restaurant we used to get 50 pounders.
So
Okay,
that's too big for me.
and we put them up, and we had a carving station and go through that the whole bit. Now think back on it, wow, what a lot of work that was. Anyway, I I buy this turkey, and they got different placards up. Okay, buy this, spend this much, bing
Hmm.
bang boom, right down the line. Okay, I get up, and I'm waiting in line. Okay, and this lady had 3 carts of groceries. I didn't realize it was one person. I get behind this lady, and son of a gun, there you are.
Hey, Jonesy.
And this place, you got to bag your own stuff. Jonesy, what's up, brother? Anyway, I get up there and I put the turkey up first, and they charge me full price for it. At $34 for a 14-pound turkey.
Mm, no, no.
I told the girl, wait a minute. What? Where do why is this? Anyway, she said, well, it's not the date, okay? It's the amount that you're going to purchase. I said, you just rang the turkey up. How the hell you know what I'm going to spend here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have to ring it up first, and it hits the mark, then we'll take it down to the regular price. I said, we'll take it down now. I said, or put it behind the counter. I don't want it. So she gave me the regular price. I mean,
Right.
so it went from $34 down to 15 or $16, which was what I was expecting. But
Yeah, I've been seeing them between 99 cents and 69 cents a pound around here.
yeah, so I mean, it worked out pretty good. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, I haven't gone back to my HEB that's closest to me. That I used to be in there at least 3 times a week. I mean, I would leave $400-500 a month in that place, and every year I buy turkeys for my employees.
Okay.
And I went in there and had a cart full of turkeys. They wouldn't sell me but one. I said, "These are not." I said, "I'm not eating 6 turkeys. These are for my employees." Well, sir, we can only sell you one.
That's insane.
I said, "Then what you're telling me is I have to go to my car and come back in 6 times." Oh, no, no, we can't let you do that either. I said, "Well, you won't see me back in here again. I haven't been back in that store since.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago."
I would have took 6 turkeys and 2 rolls. I'm making turkey sandwiches.
I mean,
Friggin' yeah.
it was just stupid, absolutely stupid.
I mean, they had
I went to Walmart and got them for 69 cents a pound, butter balls,
yeah.
and they'll sell you 100 if you want them.
Grumpus. I went on Amazon. Okay, but I hesitated. Okay, there's a Whole Foods right up the road from me, and that's owned by Amazon.
Okay.
Okay, 14-pound turkey I could have got for $8.99,
Ooh.
but they ran out. Okay, they had special and a butterball to boot. So I mean, the deals are out there. I don't like to wait. I'm going to get what I want when I want it.
Well,
It's
that's
in
right.
it's in the freezer, and I just don't care. To be bargaining with people, but don't come on with that nonsense.
Well, I mean,
Unbelievable.
to come in and you got a cart full of turkeys, and you tell them, it's for employees. It's not. It's not. I'm not reselling these. I'm not. It, which really doesn't matter one way or another.
Yeah, it's none of their business. I
But
mean,
I'm in there all the time. They know me by name, and I even had the manager come over, and he said, "No, no, we can't sell more than one. There's a shortage." I said, "There's not a shortage because you got 15 feet of turkeys back there frozen,"
right.
and he wouldn't budge. And I go about 5-6 miles out of my way now to go to a different HEB because I'm still
Just
pissed off at them.
I was going to this one place, this Smart and Final over here, and it's still a good place. I mean, I'll go in there for certain things, but to buy meat, you just can't. It's just not there. Okay.
Yeah.
and everybody's talking about, oh, the egg prices came down. No, they didn't. Okay, they didn't come down to what they were before they went up.
I haven't seen cheap eggs.
Okay, so I mean, well, that's nonsense. So for me to turn around and see over there, because I would buy a lot of beef, okay, cut it myself, put it in a packet, put it in the freezer, a lot of
Right.
work, but my freezer was full and I didn't have no worries about it. But now I'm getting low on beef. All right, I refuse to go and pay that kind of money for it anyway.
I can't. I can't remember the last time I bought beef.
So I switched, went to another store. Okay, so by going to the other store, I actually saved like $150 the first time out. And ever since then, now I know my way around the place. And actually you can get herbs and spices and everything else like in bulk that you can buy. But I seen just the flat brisket flat, okay, was $78. Even in that place, I'm not doing it. I'm
Wow.
sorry,
I am not.
I'm not doing it.
Now, Jonesy says they're pretty high down there too.
Yeah,
I don't think I've bought eggs in probably 3 4 weeks.
I get now at this place now. I get a 18 pack for 269. Okay, so that seems to be
That's
still
pretty
not.
reasonable.
Yeah, but still
It's not
still
what it
not
was.
not what it was exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, when people say, "Well, our eggs are down," no, they're not. No, they're not. Gas used to be 29 cents a gallon. Okay, well, way far from that. So yeah, I mean, Sprouts, decent sales. You
Carol,
know
I
what?
buy, I buy roasted chickens all the time. Sometimes, I mean, there's the Walmart up by me. I can run in there and pick up a $5 roasted chicken, get 2 meals out of it. And to me, it just isn't worth roasting it myself at that price.
Mm-mm. No, no, you're 100% right. Sprouts by me is they're sucking wind because of their prices.
Yeah, the ones around here are pretty high too.
Yeah, so they're sucking wind. The only one that's doing really well around here is Trader Joe's. Their stuff is really.
Ouch.
12 eggs, $8.
I
Yeah,
probably would be eating eggs. I only
yeah,
get them around here because the wife boils them up and takes them to work.
yeah, yeah. The culinary world. I don't know how these guys stay in business. I mean, I just don't. I can't see how they're doing it. Really can't. I mean, we were back in the day. We were in tough margins. When I was buying different stuff like that, I
Uh
had a
huh.
deal if I bought so many prime rib. There's three 109s in a case. How many cases I bought and this and that, and I would go through. I would do 10 a night, 10 prime rib a night,
Wow.
and yeah, yeah, and that's just the way it rolled. But back then the prices were decent. I don't know how to do it today. I don't know how the casinos do it with these buffets, and not many buffets left.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it before because I mean, I heard them bad every time I went in. I I had a mission. I
Yeah,
started planning the day before.
yeah, that's right. That one jumping at the big heavyset guy, he's dead now. The comedian. He says, I lost $1,000 at the crap table. He said, I got even. This big fat guy. He said,
Yeah.
I got even at the buffet line. The guy was cutting a prime rib and hit me again.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, hit me again. I got even. He said,
Yeah, the eggs aren't that high around here, but even then, I don't. They're not like they were. And like I said, I don't eat breakfast. I can't tell you last time I ate an egg.
yeah. Now, in the same token, now, everything does go up. Like I said before, I remember gas 19 cents, 20 when it went to 36 cents a gallon. Everybody was going crazy.
Oh, I remember.
And then when it hit $1, holy crap! The world was going to end.
We didn't think it ever hit $1.
Yeah, but then it goes over like that. Cigarettes. Okay, 50 cents. I remember 45 cents a pack. 50 cents. I was flabbergasted to look at the lady at the store open up the gate
Yeah.
to get a pack of cigarettes out. That was $14.
My
Oh,
grandkids can't get over the fact I told them that I remember, Cokes used to be or sodas used to be in a glass bottle in a machine
yeah, well, yeah.
for a dime. I
Yeah.
remember when the first canned Cokes came out, first canned sodas, it went up to 15 cents, and people lost their minds. That was
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
corn.
This is the guy you were talking about.
John
Yeah,
Panette. Yep.
yeah.
There he is right there. He's great. He was funny as hell.
I liked him.
Yeah. Hey, man, I like that he said his friends would like to get him drunk on tequila and then take him skiing. Feel sorry for that little boy. Oh, they haven't found him yet. Unbelievable. Getting chickens. That's the way to do it. But you know what? In the long run, I was talking to, well, back in North Carolina, the chickens will just eat about just about anything. Okay.
Yeah,
But in the same token, you want really good eggs, you got to let them free range. Okay. And then you deal about, you know, hawks getting them,
yeah,
or whatever else and stuff like that. And then if you do start feeding them, of course, you're an arm and a leg.
yep. I think people sometimes forget about the feed, how much that costs.
Yeah. Just to
I mean,
raise them.
I got a couple of bird feeders that I keep. I've had for years, and I went in and bought 50-pound bag of black oil sunflower seeds.
Hmm.
It was $38, and I mean, I used to get that for less than $20 years ago.
Yeah.
And lady says, "Oh, those got kind of high, didn't I?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm gonna have to start eating these birds as good as I'm feeding them."
Yeah. Hey, Jonesy, you need to talk to Charlotte. Charlotte raises chickens right now. She'll give you the
She get you on the right track.
what's up with that. And if you do, send me over some eggs, will you?
If you got a big yard, why not let them mow it for you?
Yeah. His yard goes up like this, straight up. One of these deals.
It sure does. Illegal to have in town. I didn't know you were in town, Terry.
We were.
Now, if you give them now, Terry, if you give them names, would they be considered pets instead of farm animals?
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I got one better. Okay. Put them in the backyard and have little kids and teach them how to walk and dance. No, I mean, so there's so many rules that they set for stuff. I don't understand it. But even back in the day in New York and stuff like that, uh, pigeons up on the roofs. Okay, homing pigeons. It's
Yep.
people's hobbies, and I'm sure they ate them also. But some of the places now they're outlawed. Okay, or if you need you gotta buy the permit to have them. I don't get it. I tell you one thing: if I had chickens out here, they'd be screwed. Pick
I
this
bet,
desert,
huh?
pick the desert out here looking for worms. Wrong answer. No, we tried everything to get chickens, and they say no. It's amazing. Can't have a rooster. Wow. That means you can't have Coco Van.
So you can have hens, but you can't have a rooster. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Huh?
It's cool.
Hoodville.
Uh, Big chicken out here is right, Simon.
You
Freaking
darn.
pigeons. Pigeons are everywhere out here, though. I mean, I don't know how they even come out here to begin with.
Well, they're all over downtown Houston. That's for sure.
Phew. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. That is completely crazy. And I think that's what half the thing is with even with the economy and stuff like that. We're hurting. Here's what you got to go buy. Go over here. You got to get this. Got to get
Hmm.
that. Okay. Instead of letting everybody have a little bit, got some sort of a backyard or something. Why couldn't you raise chickens? Or
I
just
can't
for
see.
eggs. I mean,
I can't see what it would hurt anything.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure I can't have them here. I'm in a subdivision.
Yeah. Do you you have an was it HOA?
HOA. Oh yeah. I moved in. I closed on this house on Friday and was fighting with the HOA on Monday. And we've been at it ever since. It's 42 years.
Grumpus, I had bought a U.S. home. Okay. And as in the beginning of the street, I would cross 10. I can't remember the name of the road, but I would cross that, and I had to make a left, and then on the way down to Katy High School, that's where I was. So you had the houses that back then were 200,000,
Right.
and then you had the 100,000, and then mine was 50,000. Okay, and then went on from there. Well, the house was built. We moved in. There was maybe on my street. There was probably three houses that were done. I mean, nobody. Guy up the street from me. I'd seen him one night go out, and he had the big fire going. He was starting a barbecue. So I yelled, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?" He didn't speak English.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now once they started building the other houses and back of me and on the other side of me and this and that, people started moving in. And then we had a storm come through. Okay, windstorm or whatever the hell, I can't remember exactly what it was. But my fascia board came off the front. Well, fighting with them back and forth about getting new fascia put up on there. Wait, I just went and got a piece of, matter of fact, I took it from another house. They were all piled up laying there.
Uh huh.
I cut it, nailed it up, okay, put the other piece on my ladder. And I'm telling you, within probably 2 days, okay, I primed it, okay, the whole bit. And my house was like light tan brick with a dark around the trim,
Yeah.
windows and stuff like that. This freaking wingnut comes walking up the street. I've been meaning to talk to you. Me? That does not fly here. And who the hell are you? I am the president of the HOA. Oh,
They're fixing to have a new one.
yeah, no. And he said to me, this has got to be taken care. It's an eyesore. This has got to be taken care of immediately. I said, talk to U.S. Home, not me. All right. And he said, um, are you from around here? Like real snide. I says, none of your freaking business. You get off my property.
I live here.
Yeah, and get off my property. I'm I'm taking you to the board. We're going to have a discussion about this. We're going to discuss. I said, I'll tell you what. You might have to go to the board and discuss how you're going to get a ramp into your house. For the wheelchair, I'm going to put you in, you crazy
How
bastard.
you gonna get fascia out of your ass?
I mean, they hammered me to no end. It was like
They're
ridiculous.
ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I said, you know what?
Jonesy, can you eat them wallabies?
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, that my HOA around here. I've been fighting. I called them to get a copy of the rules.
Mhm.
They said, "Well, you can swing by and pick them up. It'd be $5 for us to make a copy of them. It's just $5, but it's the principle." I said, "No, you want me to follow the rules. You need to let me know what the rules are." He said, "Well, you should have got a copy in your closing papers." I said, "You're right. I probably should have, but I didn't." I said, "I ain't
Wow.
paying $5 to find out what your silly rules are." And it ain't got no better sense.
It's a shame. I mean, out here, I mean, there's people actually paying very close to about $2,200 a month for the HOA.
That's nuts.
That is completely insane. But they're doing it. People, and once, like you said many times, once they pay for it, you're dead.
I have the entry to my house.
Hey,
Hey, Marcel.
Marcel,
The,
how you doing?
the entry to my house is kind of runs in. I got the garage in the front of the house, and there's a little alcove that you walk into to get to my front door. I had a silver maple that it blew over in a storm on a Sunday night, and it fell right in that alcove. Didn't hit the house, thank God, but it fell right in that alcove. And when I went to go to work the next morning, I couldn't even get out of the house. And it was front of the garage door, so I couldn't get out the garage. So I had to go out the patio door in the back and walk around. Now this happened Sunday night. I went to work Monday, and Tom, when I got home from work Monday night, there was a note taped on my front door
Yeah.
telling me that I needed to remove this tree. So somebody
Wow.
climbed through all them branches, made their way up to my house, my front door, to put a piece of tape on on my door to tell me I got to move a tree that's keeping me from getting in and out of my house. And I thought, it's been less than 24 hours, and you son of a bucks are telling me something. I what did they think I was going to do? Just leave it there?
I'm going to put Christmas lights on it.
I thought. I mean, I was fit to be tied. My wife at the time says, "You need to calm down. You're going to hurt somebody." I say, "You're right. I'm hurt. They don't need to come around tonight to see if I've done it."
Exactly. Exactly. Unbelievable. There was my in the backyard. They had this big box, so it was like the phone and electric box, whatever the hell was in that thing. And I put my daughter's swing set probably like 5 feet away from that. This thing sat in the corner of the property, so I
Okay.
had I had fences all around. So right behind my house was a big swale that went down. Okay, for the water runoff or whatever else was going on. Well, my daughter's out there, and she I could see her from the window, and she walked away from the swing set, and she kept looking back at the thing. So I opened the slider, and I says, "Terry, what's the matter?" She's like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. Daddy, the box is making a noise. So what are you talking about making a noise? So I walk out there, and I could hear.
Uh-oh.
I said, "Go in the house, Mom." I go back in, okay, come out with my pea shooter, okay, but I had birdshot in it, okay. I mean, I couldn't hit that thing if I wanted to. Okay, you know what I mean. So I figured the birdshot in it, and put the stick in it like a dope, okay. I put the stick in one side of it. I mean, this thing, I don't know how they did it, but there was like a trail underneath this box. And I put the stick in. As I put the stick in it, okay, push out a little egg. So this rattlesnake had eggs in there.
Uh-oh.
Now this thing came out madder than a hen. Bang! I pop it. Bang! I pop it again. Okay. They called the cops on me.
For shooting a rattlesnake?
Harris County come out. Okay. And I never forget this dude. He was cool as hell. He said, "Sir," he said, "disarm yourself." I said, "I already did." He said, "What we have here," like that, and he started laughing. I said, "Don't tell me a failure to communicate." We both started laughing. He says, "So what we're going to do right now is me and you're going to talk like I'm going to give you a hard time." He said, "I'm going to keep it nice and quiet." Okay, but I'm going to do some finger pointing. I said, okay, I got you. He said, did you shoot the son of a bitch? I said, I cut him in half the first one, then popped him in the head the second one. I said, but there's eggs underneath there. Oh boy, he said that could be a problem. He said, all right, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring you out. I want you to talk to me out by the car. And I'm thinking this guy's gonna lock me up the
Yeah.
whole bit. So he says, animal control or somebody. What he did was he named somebody's name, Gus or something. I forget what it was. Is going to come out. So I thought it was animal control. No, it was some guy he knew that did this stuff. Okay, so I could see the heads coming over, looking like that, you know. And the guy came and he got them all out, got the eggs out, and that was the end of it. Okay, but I said, listen to these crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you shot a gun inside the neighborhood. My daughter's 4 or 5 years old, playing on a swing set, and a rattlesnake came out.
Right.
And call me crazy, but that's not going to happen. Unbelievable.
I'd have done the same thing.
Pretty funny though. But the way he was going, he said, "Now you got to follow me. Now you hear me?" And he's going like that. Okay. They all looking. Let me see in Texas.
I don't think Texas is protecting any vipers. In fact, we
Now,
have the rattlesnake roundup every year.
now, call me crazy, but from what I understand, that them snakes in Florida, they're not native. So that whole thing started from people taking pet boas and stuff like
Yeah.
that
They got
down
too big for their cages and they turn them loose.
and turn them loose, and that whole problem started that way. Wow, I
I
love
forget how
Easter
I
eggs.
forget how much they get for the skins, but it wasn't a small sum.
The worst part about all that, even out here too, you got to be careful with they got these just certain pets that they're letting loose. Okay, my daughter found this gray English bulldog. It was wandering,
Uh huh.
and where she lives is at the end of and you know cul-de-sac. She's like the last house
Somebody
there, and then
dumped it.
somebody dumped it. Now, whoever it was paid a lot of money for this dog. Come to find out, the dog was pregnant. So my daughter takes it to the vet. Okay, and they had something was wrong with the pups. I think it was 6, 7 pups. A little thing like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And the doctor said this is a full bred English bulldog. I think it's English bulldog. So and
And I think
every
they have to be cesarean every time because their heads are so big.
yeah. So naturally, when I go to the house, okay, who does the dog hang with? With me. Okay. And I told my daughter, I said, you got to put this dog on keto. She's ready to bust. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's a certain viper, not a rattlesnake.
Well, I don't know of any snake that's protected around here. I mean,
Or
there
from
probably is, but I don't know of any.
Hedgehog Homestead. Yeah, Charlotte couldn't make it tonight, Marcel. Come on up.
There you go. Yeah, she just said she wasn't gonna be able to go live tonight, so I didn't ask her if she wanted me to know. She had told me. Certain viper, not a rattlesnake.
Yeah. Grumpus, you don't remember when I lived there, the big thing was people saying that you couldn't kill an armadillo or you couldn't pick bluebonnets.
I've heard I've heard the blue bonnets. I haven't heard armadillos.
And I said, who the hell would want to stop on I-10, pull off to the side of the road, and cross I-10 to go pick up bluebonnet? I don't get King Brown Snake.
I bet it was loud.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, they're protected. I mean, but why though? I mean,
Well, I mean, I've heard bluebonnets ever since I've been in Texas. I heard they were protected. You can plant them, but you can't pick them, which is fine. But I don't think anybody's going to break for an armadillo.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean,
But you used to see them alongside the freeway all the time. You'd hardly see them anymore.
yeah, they are. They were back when I was there. I used to like going to that one Safeway. You could buy just about anything in that place. Half a sheep, half a goat. No, it was pretty cool. The way they set it up.
Uh huh.
And it was on FM 16, FM, what was it 1060 or
1960.
1960? Yeah, and it was just before you got on to Westheimer. That's why I used to turn up to go to Westheimer. I tried every which way to go to work in the morning, all the different ones. But I
So
said, let
at
me
that point, it had turned into Highway 6,
okay,
I think. Once it
yeah,
hits 10, I think it turns into Highway 6.
yeah. And then I would cross over 10,
Yeah.
and then I would go. I can't remember the name of the road. But when we're coming out here, Grumpus, what I did was once we got in the hotel room, I Googled Earth my address, and I'm telling you what, I could probably took a rock and threw it and hit the house. That's
I'll
how
be done.
close we were. It was crazy. It was completely crazy. But I loved it there. I really did.
Well, I tell the wife, I said, they're going to bury me here.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't you dare send me back to Indiana to bury me in that cold dirt.
Everybody. I tell you, I'm gonna become a barbecue fuel
Yeah. I
for
think I'm going to
when.
let them roast me. That's the cheapest way out.
Yeah, I told Marie. I said I would like to go let my carcass go to science. When they get done with you, then they'll burn you.
Yeah.
I said, but once they cut me open, they're going to say, what the hell? What we have here is a failure.
Try- Trying to preserve myself.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that liver. This not stripes. It's got it's
Well, from what I understand, that's a no cost way to go. They'll
I.
they pick you up, and when they're done with you, they cremate, return you.
What do I care? I mean,
Well, that's why I've told the wife. I said, as much as you don't want to agree or believe it, you get 2 or 3 generations down, they don't forgot who you are, and
yeah. I
spend
mean,
all that money on caskets and burials and tomb headstones and stuff like that. For nobody ever come out and see it. That's just dumb waste of money to me.
I got news yesterday that a really good friend of mine from high school was one of the better guitar players I've ever heard in my life. Played in our club. Or matter of fact, he lived in Houston. That's what I just found. I couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
But his name was Dave Henry. Really great guy. Just turned 70 and had a massive heart attack.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What a great guy. I mean, he's really friendly with everybody, but I tell you what, he can stretch them strings. Really close to Stevie Ray
Yeah.
type of guitar player. But he was into like Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. So Jimmy Page and everything. But the thing of it is they put the obituary up and nothing else. Normally we go through that whole routine. Okay, if you want to send flowers here, you want to do
Yep.
this, you want to do that. Services will be 2 nights, 2 to 4, 7 to
Hmm.
9, and burial. Nothing, nothing. So Marie says to me, "What do you think?" I said, "He's cooked. He's getting cooked."
Yeah. I mean, you're here and then you're not.
Yeah. I mean, I can remember going through Grumpus. At one point, my father's brother and sister died within hours of each other. They were laid out head to head at the funeral parlor like
I'll be
this.
darned. I'll
Okay.
be darned.
And then, back then we had to drive from Jersey into New York to go see, to see them. 2 days, 3 days, and then back in again for, get the hell out of here. Marie says to me, she says, you get a letter again from it's a tree company or something.
Yeah. Marcel, I think that's if you look up at the top, it says top fans. I think that's participation in the chat. Just something fun to do, I think. I
Yeah.
don't think it really
Yeah.
means any more than that.
The more you talk, the closer you get to number one. And then once you hit number one, we ask you to leave. What's that cake that you put up there today on Facebook? I can't watch half her stuff because if it's a cake or something like
Man,
that, something sweet.
her stuff looks so good.
I said, why is she doing this to me?
Her stuff looks so good that usually when I tell Vicky, I said, "Come in here, let me show you let me show you this," and she said, "What did Marcel cook?"
Yeah. I'm number 6. Oh, well.
Jones, you always be number one to me.
Yeah. Jones is a good guy. He's got a good channel. You were on for a long time today, Jones. Every time I turned on, you were there. Look at my. Ah. Jesus.
That's rough.
Yeah, so we're at the age right now, Grumpus, where they're coming few. I tell you what, I think at the next class reunion, I think there might be 10 of us left.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't go because I still have detention, so.
I usually go to mine. I should have one next summer. Next summer should be 55.
When I say 10, there's a little bit more.
Yeah, we had a pretty good sized class. It was probably for the 50th. It was a pretty big deal. I bet there was probably a couple hundred there.
As a matter of fact, there was quite a few musicians in our class. Okay, and there's a couple drummers, me included, and stuff.
Yeah.
But what they did was they put together the class reunion band, and this guy Dave Henry, he came in and sort of put some songs together, and the guys rehearsed it virtual, and then they played at the reunion. So they said, "Tom, are you coming to the class reunion?" I said, "No." Well, we need a stand-up comedian. I said, "Oh, a bunch of wise asses, right?"
That's what got you put in the hall to start with.
I said, "Hey, I got no respect."
Yeah, my wife said, "I don't know why you go to them things." I told her, I said, I like to go see all the bald jocks, all them fat cheerleaders, been all
Yep.
drugged down with kids.
Yeah, lift me up now.
It makes me feel better about myself.
Yeah. Give me an A.
All the cool kids that clicked and never talked to you.
Yeah. I was smoking weed and drinking Boone's Farm apple wine.
Who's laughing now?
Yeah, exactly. And I got a keto channel. Uh, Unbelievable. I always had good times, and then see, it was kind of odd because when I was in high school, we had the rock and roll club. I mean,
Yeah.
so I would get done school, and I would go up in 10 bar until 6 o'clock. Then my brother would come back. I go home, change, shower, and go back to work till 2 o'clock in the morning. Get up and go to school. So I mean, it had quite the lunchtime. I go to a gin mill and have a couple beers and go back to school. But everybody in school would go to the club at night. We had a
Yeah.
lot of big bands and stuff playing there like that. And this guy Dave, a couple bands that he had would play there. So kind of sad, really is. But like I
Yeah,
told,
I'm getting any more to where I see these people dropping. I first thing I'm doing look see how old they are. 'Cause didn't used to
yeah,
do that, but I do now.
yeah, yeah, he was born in '55. He just turned 70. So I said, you never know, you know. But I was kind of shocked to see that he actually lived in Houston. That was pretty cool.
So how's Marie doing?
Marie's doing well, right now. She's not feeling too good. I don't know, sinuses or,
Got the crud?
and I don't think so. I think it's just the weather.
Yeah,
Grumpus was this storm was brewing. All of a sudden, my knee started bothering me again. You know, but and then finally let loose raining. But but she's doing good. I mean, she's steady with her channel. Always. I mean, middle of the night, I'll feel her get up. What are you doing? I got an idea for a story, and she'll write it down and stuff like that. But
well,
that's
that's
what keeps
great.
that's what keeps her busy. It really does. And then she's the inside. Um, when I'm doing my videos and stuff like that, she'll stand at the end of the counter off camera, and I'll say, "Well, I'm going to cut this up here." And next thing you know, there's a knife laying next to my the cutting board. I
Just shows
do.
up, huh?
It just shows up, and a couple videos you see her hand come across. Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. But this is what we like to do. I mean, it keeps us going. Um,
Well, something you can do together if you want to.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna start doing a little bit more. I haven't done too much with the other two channels, so we're gonna start doing a little bit more with that. We're gonna do a little bit more chatting like this
Yeah.
type of thing. We're gonna cook something and then sit down and just talk. Because we laugh like hell when we have dinner together.
Uh huh.
We'll start talking about the way her mom would do things, the way my mom would do things, and how we were growing up. You know what I mean? Like liver, liver and bacon. My mother used to make.
Liver and bacon? I never heard of that.
Yeah, but the liver was underneath the pile of bacon that she would put on there, and I say, "Ooh, we're having bacon." And the rule of the house was, you do not leave the table until you eat everything that's on your plate.
Oh, that's the way it was at my house.
Okay, so you move 2 or 3 pieces of bacon up, and voila, what was inside the tent? Friggin' liver. Okay,
I cannot do liver.
and my dad would yell and scream, "You're gonna eat it! Your mother cooked it. You're gonna eat it!"
Now, I mean, I like smelling liver and onions cooking, but I can't hardly choke it down. My
But
my wife will, I'll ask her, just I'll call her after work. I don't feel like cooking. You want me to swing by, pick something up? And sometimes you want me to swing by Hearts. Remember Hearts?
oh,
Swing by there and she'll just say, see if they got some chicken livers.
nope, they're all out.
I says, well, I won't be eating them, but she likes that kind of stuff.
But in the restaurant, I used to do liver for lunch. We had a pretty good sized lunch menu, and I tell you what, it was a good seller.
I just don't like it.
I couldn't get. My mother said, "This is very good calf's liver." I said, "How do you know it's a calf's liver? Could be the drunk down the street. It's his liver." But I mean, that's and we laugh about that kind of stuff because you know what? We're both born the same year.
Yeah.
Um, you know, the same upbringing. When I met Marie in high school, and I asked her to dance. We had a dance. We danced, and I said, "Can I get your phone number?" She went, "Nope." And I went, "Really?" My mother don't want boys to call the house. Okay, and I knew exactly where she was coming from. So,
Yep. That's
so
the rule of my house growing up. You clean up your plate.
yeah,
In
I
fact, I haven't seen him in years, but I know there's some pictures floating around of my middle sister. It might have been peas. She wasn't going to eat the peas, and she sat there and she couldn't have been maybe, gosh, 6 years old, 5, 6 years old, and they got a picture of her face planted in this in this plate of peas where she had sat there for like 4 hours.
That's me.
And
That's
finally
me.
fell asleep and nodded off into her plate.
Plate of peas.
But
That's me. That was me. I mean, I can remember sitting, waiting, okay, for either my father to fall asleep in his bed, sat at the dinner table until 11 o'clock at night. I seen a mouse run across the floor, and I think it was spinach in the cheek of my mouth, and I went like this. I'm done. Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, now forget about it. I mean, if your French fries or something's wrong with your French fries, you know, I don't know. I don't get it. But there again, Grumpus, I feel like that, in back here. Get off my lawn.
yeah, yeah.
You can't. You can't. You got to eat that. Liver's very good for you. What's it good for? It's good for your liver. What the hell am I eating liver for? You know, it's too funny. Too funny. I'm trying to find a picture here. I found some old pictures, and I tell you what, hysterical. Why ain't it coming up here? Oh, here we go. Trying to get it. So
Well,
what else has been going? Oh,
Carol, have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to see you on.
Carol, have a great one. Nice to see you again. I'm not getting a lot of people that I'm sub to. I'm not getting a lot of notifications.
I am not either. I
I don't
noticed
know.
that here a few weeks back. Different ones I'd talked to had videos out, and I'm thinking I didn't see that.
I don't understand what's going on with it. I mean,
So what I've been doing is going back and unsubscribing and then resubscribing
yeah,
to see
yeah,
if that'll trigger notifications to come back.
clicking it. I mean, just I don't know. I don't get it. I'll be damned. I can't. Trying to show you this one. This was typical. I mean, growing up in a small rural town and being told you're sitting there until you eat everything on your plate.
Yeah.
Eh, this is insane. Maybe I think I know where it's at.
Now
Anyway,
mom would not. She generally didn't fix our plates. She'd let us fix our own plates, it wasn't overpiled.
okay.
But if you put too much on your plate, just remember you're going to eat it.
Yeah, yep, 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 yep. I wasn't a big vegetable guy. I mean, just but you got to understand though. Growing up as a kid, I grew up with an Irish grandmother. They boiled everything.
Yeah.
Everything was boiled. So you get a piece of boiled ham with the water dripping off it. Then you get boiled potatoes with the water dripping off of that.
Yeah.
Then you get spinach coming from the boiling pot of water. So you had a soup, okay, and they put it in your mouth and you would get the frig out of here.
You couldn't wait. Couldn't wait till rib night.
No, matter of fact, made me start thinking about liver and bacon. I could choke that down better than this. But that's the way it was. I mean, and there was no, oh, God, unbelievable. And
Yeah.
and
Unfortunately, my dad liked liver and onions.
yeah, they like to do
But if
that
I
crazy.
remember right, Mom didn't make us eat the liver. I think because she didn't like it either.
Okay.
I, if I remember right, we usually had chicken or something like that, and she'd make liver for him.
Wow. Yeah, that's. I mean, we talk about that all the time. I think back about it, and I'm saying to myself, how in the hell? I mean, money was tight back then, also. So,
Oh yeah,
what's going on with the prices and everything today? That is not like it was back in the day. Because my mom would say, "You better eat that. That cost me a lot of money." Oh, geez, give you the guilt trip on top of it, and boy, the hell out of spinach or something. So yeah, it was. Jesus, I don't know. I can't. Something's going on here, Grumpus. I can't find it. I don't know if it's worth
yeah.
it, but
I'd watch Mom. She can make a meal stretch. I mean, there was five of us kids and her and Dad, so there's seven in the house,
yeah,
and he didn't give her a whole lot of money for groceries. And somehow she'd make it stretch. But
I mean, at one point there was 8 of us in the house, like you're saying, okay, and then to turn around and I mean, all boys basically, and my sister and I was real little, and my grandmother, my mom, and dad. So she would make pork chops. And matter of fact, he made her a fork, okay, that she could stand in the back, almost in the back in the middle of the room, and she'd have 3 cast irons going on the stove, turning pork chops. So there was a pile of pork chops, and my dad we'd sit down at the table, and he'd turn around and look at everybody, and he'd say, "You know, you disgust me, bunch of vultures. Eat like normal human beings." Brothers would be fighting. Man, it's just crazy. It was just nuts. I don't
yeah,
know.
me too. I love Brussels sprouts now. I sure didn't like them when I was little.
That's
Lucky
funny.
for me, that was an expensive vegetable. We didn't have those around the house much.
Unbelievable. Well, anyway, I can't find this one picture I wanted to put up, but I'll find it one day.
You'll find it as soon as we're done here.
Yeah, exactly. It'll pop up. Boop, there it is. Unreal. Yeah, but all in all, though, looking back at stuff like that, different foods that we didn't like, but there was a lot of times that where money was tight, had to stretch it,
Yep.
and but we never had any problems.
Well, I mean, we were always fed. Nobody went to school hungry.
Yep, unbelievable, unbelievable.
So you're going to have your whole clan at your place for Thanksgiving.
Yep, yep. She, I guess they're going to load a truck, and I guess they're going to go across country with it, and then but I have to. So she's getting rid of a lot of stuff already. Either selling it, whatever. I feel bad in a way because I wish there was more I could do, but I can't. So
Well, I mean,
I just gotta roll with it.
if it's better for her and her family and her situation, I mean, you can't hardly stand in the way.
Yeah, no, it's not an idea of standing in the way. It's just that um, how things worked out. Okay, from what bullshit
Yeah, the
husband.
circumstances. It's a
Yeah,
shame.
yeah,
Shame it
exactly,
happened that way.
exactly. And the bottom line is, well, people say, well, go out and get a job. Go try to find a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you think it's that easy? Go find a job. Okay. Well, you're either overqualified, you're too old. They tell you right to your face. Okay. And then the only other thing they have is a minimum wage employment. So,
Well, I mean, I tell Vicky that all the time. She wants to. Sometimes she wants to quit and retire and all that. And I said, look, I said, this is our last jobs. Nobody's going to hire us if something happens to what we're doing now.
yeah.
I mean, she's 68. I'm 72. I could be a greeter at Walmart, I guess, for standing on my feet all day for what, I don't know what minimum, $7 an hour or something like that. I don't know what it is.
It's actually $12 out here, but like
I don't want to do that. I mean, I, I could turn in one of those guys at Home Depot that I hate. What you need this for?
I told
What you
Maria,
doing with this?
yeah, you know how to operate that? You don't look like you can operate a phone. I told Maria, I said, maybe I'll do Uber. She said, no, you are not.
Road rage.
Sit down, shut up, and where you going? Unbelievable. Times have changed, and I guess as much as I try to stay on top of things, when we're doing YouTube and stuff like that, I
Yeah.
feel it's my comfort zone. You know what I mean? I don't make any
What
money.
keeps your mind busy?
Yeah, I mean, I don't make any money if I do. Oh, you know what I meant to tell you, Grumpus? A couple days ago, or maybe end of last week. So I'm looking at my analytics and stuff like that, and I click on my earnings, and I knew what I had going. Okay, and my earnings jumped double.
Oh, nice.
My eyes got real big. Right away, I know there's a problem. Nothing comes easy to me. I started clicking through the analytics and everything like that. Well, come to find out, there was a problem. Okay, they did something. We we have come to find out that people are being overpaid.
How
I
do you
said,
get overpaid on YouTube? I only make $12 every 90 days now.
listen to this though. So I got this one group that you deal with if there's a problem stuff like that. You go to it in a group, and the group puts a bunch of the questions together, and they give it to YouTube, which to me is a bullshit deal. But
Yeah.
at least you got somebody to go in there with. They said, yeah, there was some kind of glitch where everybody got. There was some people who got over $100. Okay, and also clicked on for them to get paid, and not getting paid. They,
Yeah.
they brought that right back.
Wasn't no glitch here.
So so next thing I know, it went back to normal again. But this is what I like to do, and I told Maria, I said, if push comes to shove, and I feel up to it, like you, I'll do something. I have no problems with it. I'll go. I'll be that old guy greeter at Walmart.
Yeah, that's not what I want to do.
And get your shit and get out.
But, I hate going to Lowe's or Home Depot and you ask somebody, "Hey, do you have so and so?" Well, what do you need it for?
Yeah, yeah,
And I hate that. I just hate it.
unbelievable. I was getting a PVC pipe, put my lights up and stuff like that,
Yeah.
rather than buying the stuff from Amazon because once you get it, it's junk. You can
Yeah.
only use it for one thing. At least this stuff, I don't glue anything, this way I can take them apart, use it
Yeah.
whatever. So I'm buying this 3/4 inch pipe, and I get the unions, either the elbows or whatever, the connectors, and same thing like you said. I see, you have any more in the back? You got one bag here, and I'm looking. I
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
you get a pile of teas and stuff like that nobody uses. I said, do you have any more in the back? Here's what the guy said. You want me to go check?
Hmm? Now get out of my way. I'll go check.
I said, really? And then they got all the spray paint because I take the pipe, I take it outside, and I'll
Yeah.
spray it all black, the whole bit. So I got 4 cans. Finally, the guy went in the back and came out with another bag of unions, right? And I go to the paint side, and the paint's locked up.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't want you huffing it, you old man.
the young girl says to me, "What are you doing with all this paint?" I said, "Open the door, please." Now I got to ask the question, "What are you doing with all the paint?" I said, "You know the white lines in the highway? Well, in front of my house, I'm blacking them. What else you want to know, you freaking moron?" Problem
That's
with
right.
that,
That's right. Well, I
yeah.
tell you, if something happens and I end up working at Home Depot, I'll be selling barbecue in the parking lot. I'll be the guy out there with the trunk open.
Yeah. and see here, I mean, we're pretty close to the border. You know what I mean? I mean, a couple hour drive,
Yeah.
whatever. There's this one guy now. I've seen him 2 or 3 times now, so I know it's a legit dude. He has a pickup truck loaded with oranges.
Uh huh.
Okay, so I said, "Are you coming across the border?" He said, "Because I'm Mexican, I'm selling oranges. What makes you think I'm doing that?" I said, "Touche. I'm just asking a question. I want a history lesson." Okay. He said, "No, I'm coming from California." He said, "I have a contract. We pick oranges, and these are the bulk leftover." So I get like, I don't know, 10 pounds, I guess,
Yeah.
for like $20. Not supposed to eat oranges, but Marie likes them. The kids like them and stuff like that. So I like to help people out like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have bought my share of tacos in Home Depot parking lot
Hmm.
or tamales. And little old ladies out there, they'll show up at 10 count of tamales for $2.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a hot dog wing, some bread hot dogs. Okay,
Yeah.
so and our Home Depot out here, it's, the guy sells some bread hot dogs. Okay, so I bought one and I'm eating it, and I said to him, "These are not soubrettes." He says, "Yes, they are." I said, "No, they're not." Okay, since I'm 12, I know what a soubrette hot dog tastes like. He said, "You're right." He said, "Ran out." Yeah, no big deal. I mean, come on. That's not they don't have to hustle like they used to anymore. Everything's about what about out here. If you don't tip somebody, you get some looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's based on the tip.
Well, I tip somebody if I get something from them, but I'm not dropping no money in a tip jar when I walk up to a counter and order my own food and carry it to my own table.
Yeah, there's a barbecue place out here. Matter of fact, it's called uh, Texas Barbecue, Eds or Ebs or something like that. Texas Barbecue. Now, a lot of people took this place down, but I got to tell you something, Grumpus. They do a tri-tip.
Yeah.
They do brisket. They do ribs, beef ribs, but their turkey is fabulous, juicy. Marie
Yeah.
loves it. Okay, and that's hard to do,
I think turkey's the hardest thing to cook.
right? And you know that for a fact. But prices are halfway decent. So what you do is you go online, you order your stuff, and you go pay for it. Then you sit down. They give you a number. You sit down, put the number on the table, and then you wait. You go get your own drinks, okay? And then they bring the what do you call it? They bring the food out to you,
Yeah.
okay? You already paid for it. So as you pay for it, they want to know about a tip. What do you want to tip? 10, 20, 10, 15, or 20%, or 22%, I think it is.
Yeah.
I tip it nothing. And the girl looked at me. She says, "Oh." I said, "No, it's not. Oh, I'm doing all the work. All you're doing is you put the brisket on it, smoking it for 15, 16 hours,
That's right.
cutting it, and bringing it to my table." No, no.
Their money should be in the price. It shouldn't be counting
Yeah.
on a tip.
So, but the food is good. It really is.
I was telling Vicky the other night, I think I'm going to buy some extra turkeys this year and grind them up, freeze them. Just grind the whole damn thing up.
Yeah. I like to make soups out of carcass.
Yeah. I mean, I've had turkey burgers. I've cooked them before, uh, but it was meat I ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not going to buy ground turkey in the grocery store because I don't know what's in there.
exactly. I'll take the turkey. I'll grind it. Well, I can't do it no more because my grinder broke. But I would take the turkey, grind the turkey up, and then I would put that with the pork just to stretch it a little bit.
Yeah.
And and then yeah, that was fine. Make some sausage with it and stuff like that. But this
But ain't
time
a
of
whole
the,
lot of protein you can buy for under $1 a pound.
no,
This is the
exactly.
time of year to do it.
That's right. That's right. Today I got chicken legs for 79 cents a pound. So I got a couple
Very
pounds of
good.
chicken legs. So what I did was I split them, opened them up on the bone, opened up the bone, cleaved the bone, okay, just to leave a little bit of like a handle on it, and they were opened up, and then I
Uh-huh.
put them in the oven, a little bit of my Tommy spice on it, and that's what I had for dinner. I had made some broccoli the other night with dinner, and had leftover broccoli, and I made broccoli cheddar soup. So that's what we had
That
today.
sounds good.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. But that's I mean you got to use your head with stuff like that. I mean, look, buying a ribeye steak anymore, that's a thing of the past.
I looked at ribeyes the other night. I think they were 18.99 a pound.
You know, they're high out here. They're in the
And
20,
that's nuts.
you know,
I mean,
20.
they, it used to be 8.99 a pound.
Yeah, I can remember getting it at $1.99 a pound
Uh,
back in the day. But out here, it's $24 to $27 a pound. Yeah.
Nah, it's just
You get two for $60. But there again, Grumpus, you say it a hundred times a day. That guess what? People pay it.
if people would stop buying it, there'd be a surplus, and the price would have to come down, if they're going to throw them away.
Yeah. Same thing they did with bacon. I mean, they took bacon from all my life. I remember bacon was 99 cents a pound. Even in the restaurant, I'd buy a case of bacon because we were big, different stuff with making with bacon and everything like that. So it was part of the menu. Once it started going up, we did away with it. We just stopped it. I'm not going to pay that kind of money. Yeah. When I seen like there again, like it was $10, $12 out here for a pound for 12 ounces of bacon, I should say, not a pound.
I went by, there's a little Walmart pantry store up the street from me, and Vicky needed milk and cereal one night this week. So I went in there, and I never buy meat at Walmart. I haven't had any bad experience. I just don't do it.
Right.
But they had some pork steaks, and
Hmm.
they were good size steaks. Well, they were big enough. I figured I would fix one, and we'd cut it in half and share it.
Right.
And there was three to a package. I thought, okay, there's 3 meals. I can't remember the price, but it was a decent price. So I pulled one out, seasoned it up, set it on a plate over to the side, and I'm going to vacuum seal these other two. Well, I pulled the second one off, and underneath it was a little bitty, teeny tiny, almost all bone that they'd stuck underneath that other one.
By the pound.
Just left the edge showing, so it looked like you got 3 full-size steaks, and I was fit to be tied.
That's
I thought that's blatant right there.
exactly. And
And it's
then
it's not like they're saving any money. It's just I think I'm buying 3 steaks, and I go home, and there's only two, and the bone.
yeah. I
So
mean,
if there was a family of 3 here, somebody's not going to get to eat that night.
go to bed, Junior. Not eating tonight.
I mean, it was just when they do shit like that, it's just so deceiving. And I'm thinking, what's the point? I mean, for what reason do they have to do that?
Yeah. Grumpy's what gets me. Okay. Now I was in the store yesterday and walking. I didn't need any meats or anything like that. There's a couple things I needed to get, and I'm walking through, and I always go by the meats just to see maybe even a blind squirrel finds a nut.
Yeah.
Looking at the meats and stuff. Okay, and this is in a Smith's. It's Kroger. And the prices are just like ridiculous. Lamb is the thing that gets me, and that was the first thing. Lamb and bacon and flank steak was the first three things that started this on fire. Okay, about raising the prices. And I'm looking at all this stuff. Now I go down to the end, and like I always keep saying, there might have been a space that big where stuff that wasn't selling close to sale by date, and they mark it down.
Yeah.
There's stuff in there that's
Ooh.
gray. Okay, and it opened up maybe double the size now with stuff in there. With bacon, the Kryvac broke on it. Okay, and I seen 2 ribeyes in a pack. Okay, marked down it was $48 and change, the original price, down to $27, and they were gray.
Oh my goodness.
Yet you see people looking through it.
Somebody
That's
will
how
buy it.
that's how bad it is. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's
Vicky was telling
heartbreaking.
me, she said, you sure are getting awful worked up over that little piece of pork. And I said, the point is, if that's the way if that's the way it's coming out, they could have made a package with just those in it.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
not like they had to throw them away. But don't
yeah.
hide them. Don't hide them underneath
The
the meat and fool somebody like that.
the deception is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Uh, it really makes me sick to my stomach. Coming from the business, okay, my business was to buy quality meats, okay, cook it with my talent, whatever, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and sell it to somebody that enjoyed it, that would come back again for that same particular thing.
Yeah.
You can't trust nothing anymore.
Mm-mm.
You just can't trust it. And it's sad to say that I know a lot of guys who younger guys who are in the business getting away from it. They're getting away from it. That's insane. It's just insane.
Well, it was one of them things where I was irritated at the situation, but I was almost mad at myself because I'm saying, you never buy meat at Walmart. This is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
You
And
knew better.
that's the sad thing about it is that, well, you know what? Let me try this. I bought meat in that from that not that when I'm talking about that bin, but I bought stuff that was a little questionable day old and got home and got screwed.
Yeah.
And it just wasting the gas going back and forth with it. So
Well, yeah, I'm not going to go back to the store with a shoulder blade bone in my hand. Say I got screwed. I'm,
yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
all I ever needed some Grumpus. All I ever needed somebody to tell me, prove it. I would lose. I would lose my mind. You got to prove to me that that was done. Hey, you no good. I bought a pork loin,
Uh huh.
uh, boneless. Okay, so I think it was 11 pounds, and I paid $1.88 for it. It was $20, twenty
That's a good price.
dollars 69 cents. I cut that joker up, and I did it quarter of an inch, and I got 50 pieces out of it. Okay, vacuum sealed it, and I got 10, 15 dinners out of it.
So at a quarter inch, how do you cook that? How do you usually cook that?
I do in the pan. I my
Just
my
a quick
favorite,
fry?
yeah, yeah, olive and butter, olive oil and butter, and just saute it real fast. My way I like to have it is with hot cherry tomatoes. I'm sorry, hot cherry peppers.
Okay.
Okay, it's an old Italian dish that you saute that up, put it in there, a little white wine. Okay, and it's really really good.
Do you flour it up or just throw it in there?
Nah, just throw it
Okay.
in there. Yeah, yeah, and it really comes out good. Now all different types of ways. And now I made one that's coming up tonight. I did. I took it and I sliced it up real thin and made like a holiday appetizer out of it. And I used peppers and little green onions. And I had old stock that I have. I save everything, Grumpus. So I had old stock that I had from pork. But
Okay.
I added a little barbecue sauce to it. Now I use GU's sugar-free barbecue sauce in there. And I just put a little bit in there. And what I did was I cooked the sauce down and thickened it up for holiday. People come over and you
Yeah.
freeze this stuff and put it in there. And I tell you what, it was really good. So I'll get a lot more out of that, you know, buying it that way. I wish it was beef, but I just yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
cat
trying
shirt
to
on.
eat down into my freezer a little bit. I got a lot of stuff in the bottom I probably need to cook up.
I got
But
I
I
got
gotta make some. I'm starting to make some room. That's why I was thinking about grinding up some turkeys and using that turkey meat. I mean, I like meatloaf. Do a lot of turkey meatloafs and stuff like that. So
nothing wrong with it. I mean, the best thing of all is using your brain with it. Okay, you got the grill outside. There's
yeah,
thousand different ways you can make that kind of stuff.
looky here, looky here.
Well, who in the
Look at
hell is
here.
this guy?
I don't know. I
Do
gotta
I
figure out how to turn the camera off.
do I know who this guy is? Chris, what's up, brother?
There goes the
hey,
neighborhood. What's up, Chris?
hey, y'all. Man, this is working on it's working on like a web page for me.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
I just got a notice from WebEx. I think it's called Web. I never knew I had a homepage. They said it expired. Oh yeah.
I I never
Yeah.
did set up a web page.
I never
Guess,
thought I did either.
guess we're going to shop.
Hey, we
Oh.
can see you now.
Yeah, there he is. Get
What's
some
the weather
cat.
like up there?
Nah, it's decent.
I'll be right back.
I ain't had no heat on.
Oh, okay. So it's not getting too cold yet.
Nah, it was cold. What last week?
Yeah, we had a cold snap for a couple of days come through,
Yeah,
but
they're calling for a bunch of rain next week, ain't they?
at that I was telling Tom it hit. I think it was Wednesday. I think Wednesday night. I think it hit 38.
Yeah, I think we
Then
got
it
down.
was 70 something the next day, and
I think we
it
got
was 80
down
something today.
I think we got down 21 one night.
No, it ain't been that cold here. Hopefully not.
So,
So what you been up to?
building.
Yeah, what you building?
Well, chicken coop. I have to send you a picture.
Okay.
I got this big, bright yellow door I just built. It was a whole lot of tongue and groove kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you got a pretty good sized shop there, don't you?
it,
It looks like it on camera.
it's
Yeah. Yeah, that you got you a fun place.
yeah, and I'm expected to do a lot of things. I reckon.
Well, I understand that. Sometimes you have to use that stuff just justify having it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
have
built.
something new in here, and the wife will peek around the corner. She'll say, "Well, what is that? Is that new? What do you need that for?" So I was telling Tom I got to do these live streams now just so I can justify all the money I spent on this crap.
Yeah, you got a pretty good little bank up there with all your hard drives and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
In fact, I've got one server here that's blinking. I'm hoping the power supply just went out and the motherboard didn't die.
uh-oh.
It's got four 10 terabyte drives in it,
No, that's not.
and I don't want to lose all the data on that.
I I don't know. I've been creating a lot of things.
How's little man doing?
Oh, he's doing awesome.
Good.
Well, he did have a cold last weekend, and we were actually tonight. We were supposed to go do something with the cattlemen's little thing, and have we were supposed to serve food for the cattlemen's dinner,
Yeah, okay.
and it's through the extension office. And I called my dude, and I was like, I don't know if we want to do that. Connor's out here coughing, and he's 12, and I can't expect him to do the
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know like
Here's
we would do because we're in that industry.
no, I
You
couldn't do
know,
it.
yeah. I mean, if you're coughing or sneezing, you're gonna do that or turn your head.
yeah,
But he's 12. He
yeah. He might
he's
forget.
one. Yeah,
I never forget back when it was we were just starting to able to go out, but everybody was still wearing masks. Okay,
yeah.
and I'm at the store, and the girl behind the counter, she had this mask on, and you could tell she was uncomfortable with it. And I said, I can't understand what you're talking about. And she pulled the mask down. I said, it's the What's the sense? Unbelievable. And then touching everything again. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Still raining here, boy. I tell you what, I feel like I'm back east.
It's lava turn
Yeah,
greens.
I may need a canoe to get to the car.
yeah, we're supposed to get rain. I think it's supposed to start Tuesday and rain all the way through, I think, Friday.
You're getting our stuff, that's for sure. I don't know. I talked to my sister-in-law the other day. That Arctic blast that came down from up north. Woo! She said they got hammered.
Yeah. We actually, when when we got that little cold spell, we got a little bit of snow. Connor built him a little snowman, maybe 6 inch tall.
That's funny.
I was like, "What you do?" Piled up with a bunch of dirt and all that, bunch of mud.
I got up this morning, looked out, opened up the curtains and everything, and looked out, and I could see back by the mountain because I looked downtown. So I'm looking up north, and I could see that gray. And out here, it's pretty funny because you can actually smell the rain
Yeah,
because it just doesn't rain out here that much at all.
Yeah.
And I could, I swore
Smell
it's
like
coming.
humidity blowing in.
And my knee was banging. I said, told Marie, get out the brandy. I'm getting hammered tonight to go to bed. But, it is what it is. I mean, it's all good.
yeah, yeah. We get a lot of rain here, man. I I did some research a few years back. We actually get more rain in Middle Tennessee than they get in Seattle.
Wow.
Yeah. But we get
Seattle's
like
just kind of drizzly and damp all the time, isn't it?
right, right. But we get like a whole lot all at once. So we might get 3 or 4 inches, and then it just. But we got all that clay, so everything just runs off.
Yeah.
So it's still drought.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've not any rain here in 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we had a little bit, but not a whole lot.
I'm waiting for a friend of mine from out here. He's has a connection on northwest corner there about Dungeness crabs. I'm waiting to hear
Hmm.
from him and get a whole bunch of claws. I mean, a ton of them, and see if he makes a connection or not with them. They're all frozen and stuff like that. So I said I might know some friends that might like that. Get a bunch of them. That's what I miss about being, having people that I know, like from back east, even in Florida. We had, pretty nice, pretty good community.
You lose your contacts.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they die. They die.
Well, that too.
Yeah,
But I used to get a lot of the frozen stuff like that and cook it up, sit around, have a couple beers. Nothing better than that kind of stuff.
And it helps being right there on the coast too.
Yeah. I mean,
Makes it pretty
yeah.
convenient.
I miss being on the coast.
I did. I was talking to somebody, and the guy said to me, Las Vegas proper, but the state of Nevada, eat more shrimp, consume more shrimp than either coast,
I don't
and the
I don't
Gulf
doubt
Well, I
Coast.
that.
mean, I don't doubt it either. I mean, look at all the people you got coming in.
Well, look at the buffets.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking. And I was like this. I'm saying, what? Really? You
they,
know,
may-
then it made
a
then
lot
it
of
dawned on me.
lot of them may not even be local.
Then it dawned on me. I said, that's why it's so friggin' expensive, to get them. But one guy was I've seen on a video. The guy was at a buffet and he's going, this is not Gulf shrimp. Oh crap! Oh crap! You moron! Unbelievable. Yeah, Jonesy's in there. What kind of crab you got out there, Jonesy? Down there. Interesting. I don't know. So
Hard to
Grumpus, what
believe.
what you got coming up? Anything?
YouTube wise,
Yeah. You still editing?
I have been playing with editing. I haven't posted anything, but I'm really having a good time with DaVinci,
Well, I'm afraid of that.
and I've just been monkeying with it, different things,
I've I've got
trying.
that. I've got that on my laptop. I've been messing around with it
Yeah,
too.
I mean it's intimidating because there's so much
Yeah,
stuff that you're
it's a
looking at
lot.
the same
It's a
time.
lot. Yeah.
But I've told other people, just like Premiere, uh, what we do, we probably don't touch 80% of what Premiere will do.
Mm.
And
Right.
DaVinci's no different. It's the basics are still there. You just got to learn which pull down to find what you want to do.
The language between all of them are so different, but to do the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the intimidating thing about it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Uh,
once you learn what you're doing now, you know going into something else what you want to do, but the frustrating part is finding where is that now? It used to be over here. Where is it now? And that's the frustrating part with trying to learn new software.
yeah.
You already know what you want to do.
I found out being that my videos are getting longer, that I'm doing longer videos, that open shot that I did have, which I really liked. I really did
Yeah.
like that. Okay. But does not, it can handle the longer videos. Okay. That's good for 8 minutes, 10 minutes tops. Okay. But let's see here. Tasmanian giant crab, also known as the king crab. Okay. Deepwater crab, southern crab, queen crab. I knew a couple of them. And bull crab, knew a couple of them too. It's the largest specific. Wow. Okay.
You'll make me hungry now.
Yeah, I want some crabs. But getting back to the so I went with that shot cut. And by the way, Grumpus or Buddy there that you turned me on to, he
Michael?
sort of he sort of pushed me that way with it, just the way he was talking
Uh
and the
huh.
whole bit. Coming up with a different camera and the whole bit, and he sort of pushed me into that. Now, just getting started with it, I wiped a bunch of them out. Where the hell did they go? Hit the wrong button, boom,
Yeah.
and they're gone. But then going back, listen to them again. The older I get now, I got to listen 2, 3 times to understand exactly what they're talking about, and then watching the different videos. But I mean, there is a ton of stuff on this thing.
I'll bet.
I mean, it's just like, overwhelming. The audio, okay, I can record on that. All right, and do a voiceover and stuff like that, and then not knowing, now I got to pull down with the audio and different levels,
Yeah.
treble, bass, and stuff like that. I never done that before. I mean, not on there.
Well,
You
you're
know,
growing.
yeah. So I mean, it just this thing was really really good. So Da Vinci, I can imagine.
Well, DaVinci's doing the same thing you're doing. It just looks different.
Yeah.
How you doing, Peaches?
Pages.
Oh, yeah.
There
Howdy,
was
peaches.
they yeah, but Da Vinci's. I mean, motion picture companies use Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but the basics are still there.
Yeah.
You still drag in your clips and
Yeah.
edit
You
them,
don't.
cut and paste them and all that stuff.
You,
It's
you
just
don't need to. You
overwhelming.
don't need to. You don't need to be intimidated by the fact that
You don't have to use
commercials.
all of it.
There.
There's stuff
Yeah.
there we'll never touch.
Hey, Quint.
Quentin, how
Hey,
you
Clint.
doing tonight?
I turned around and started taking some of my old videos from the beginning and running
Yeah.
it through there. You know what I mean? Doing some voiceovers and stuff on that, changing things up a little bit. Seems to work out pretty good. So I'm happy to do that.
I mean, that's how you learn. That's how you learn the software is by doing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can load it up and pull down things and look at it, but until you've got a project that forces you to you can't just move on to the next thing. It forces you into a
Yeah.
spot. Because I usually got two windows open. I got DaVinci open, and I got another browser open with how to do this, how to do that, so while I'm editing,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
and
But
that's how you learn.
like we discussed earlier in the beginning here.
Yeah.
Until oh, this is exactly what I'm looking at. This is not correct. Clack. Tell me
That's
I've
my
got my
different video.
I've got my browser set now to where every time I open my computer, it opens the whole browser, that all of the ones that I had open prior.
Oh,
Bop,
okay.
bop, 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 bop. Do you know how
Yeah.
to do that?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
usually don't because I get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got like 15 web pages open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so that's why I do it, because, now I got to
And
go back and figure out what I was doing before, and here we are now.
then with the camera now, with the Sony I just got, okay, working with that,
How you liking it?
I love it, but it's on automatic, Grumpus, because
Well, mine's on automatic.
no, but I mean there is features on there that were like unbelievable.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I said, I'm not ready yet to change. You know what I mean? So
I took mine
working.
out of the box. I stuck it on the arm here. It's full automatic. I don't think I changed any setting at all.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's way overkill for a webcam, but it looks good and makes me happy.
I set it up because I got it on a boom arm. What I did was I bought another extension arm for the boom.
Okay.
Okay, so it sets up higher, and now I can have a longer reach onto the over by the stove. So setting the camera up onto the arm, I must have hit something.
So I
Okay,
hope you don't drop this one into the pot.
No,
no,
I hope
that's not
not.
going to happen. That's for sure not going to happen. I did one segment. Here's what I've been doing now. Also, I've been doing a segment, come in and load it on the computer. Okay, this way I know everything's working right. Well, thank
Right.
God I did. Thank God I did that because I hit something on the camera, and it would look like it was something from Batman, moving
Oh,
like that.
okay.
All right. Then went to black and white, and then came, what the hell is this? That's not a way a pork loin is supposed to look.
Time, time
Well,
for a factory reset.
Yeah.
I remember you the other day talking about you were going to delete all your videos. You just like, I'm going to delete all of it. And I was like, you might want to hold off on that.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
Because,
No, no.
yeah. Because, I mean, you know how YouTube just all of a sudden, once in a while, all your stuff goes away.
Yeah,
And then,
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they said that they can't find their channel.
yeah,
They'll put it up. In other words, they go onto their you know plug onto their stuff, but then go look for it on his wife's computer. Look for his channel, can't find it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't
But,
know.
but I know people that have had like a whole complete channel for years, and all of a sudden they just delete everything.
Mm.
And they'd have to like re-upload everything.
I got to get another. I got to
Yeah,
get another.
that don't make sense.
Yeah, I got to get a couple more.
Couple more of those.
Yep,
Yep.
I certainly do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping I get this NAS working this week because I'm sure going to hate losing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we had a power
I'd, li-
surge here at the house.
I'd like to have one of them 64 gig solid state drives. That'd be nice.
Oh man, I'd like to have one, but I don't think the loan will be get approved.
Uh,
Boy, I tell you, everything went crazy.
Oh, have you
Ev-
seen memory prices?
well, not
Computer
lately.
memory. I was looking at a 64 gigabyte kit. It was when I was looking at it, it was $229. Overnight, it went to $299.
Mm.
So I went to go buy it the next morning, and they tried to charge me $329. And
So
I
you're
said,
talking like
no, I
that's
just printed this
that's
out this morning. So they honored the $299. It's up to almost $500 now. So,
desktop.
so it's
That's
gone from
insane.
229 to like 489 in 10 days.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
So, so you're
Completely
talking like
insane.
desktop slots,
Yeah, I'm talking about RAM for the computer.
right?
Yeah,
Desktops or laptops. I mean, they're
desktops.
different.
Yep, desktops.
Yeah.
But they say all the AI stuff's using it all up. All these AI farms now, just like back in the Bitcoin things. You couldn't buy video cards. Now they're saying it's going to be even worse with RAM and M.2 drives.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't know if I believe it because I mean,
Well, I believe it on the memory because I
I,
watched
I
the
I
price.
I believe it, but I don't because as far as like Microsoft and Windows and all that goes,
Yeah,
their whole system is about to change. Like the normal cars that they use now that they've been using for decades,
yeah,
they're they're changing them. Nvidia is changing all that crap,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I hear
and
they're supposed to be coming out with CPU here.
that's why I've been like holding off on buying anything
Yeah.
because Nvidia is the one's going to control it all.
Well, they're trying. They're trying their best.
Well, I mean, as far as like RAM and all that, because I mean, it's all got to coincide with their video cards and blah blah blah.
Well, see,
Yeah.
here's the way I look at it. I mean, they're using AI as the next thing that's coming, but it's already here. Okay,
Yeah, oh
but
yeah, it's already here.
most average people have the standard computer. Okay, and the whole idea they have nothing else coming down the pipeline to enhance your computer to
Right,
use this stuff the proper way. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Do the way they're setting it up. So Grumpus has to rebuild another computer to buy this stuff, and that's the problem. I think they're going to lose a lot of people
Well, the
doing that
people
stuff.
can't afford it.
Yeah, dude
It's
just
just
made a short, okay, and I think he put it up on Facebook. Okay, it was all AI generated. Him sitting, his head like an animated body sitting back with a beer, watching TV and stuff like that. But it had 4 or 5 different ways of doing it. Okay, that's all well and good, but if you can't keep up with that, you can't watch their videos. You know, that's
well.
do,
There's always. I mean, I've been doing this for 30 some years. There's always a reason to wait till the next thing comes because there's always something new's coming.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
It just you finally have to get to the point. So okay, I pull the trigger now. I know it. I
yeah,
know 2 weeks from now something new is going to come out. But
yeah,
if you keep waiting, then you end up never doing anything.
just like
yeah.
Windows 11.
You never upgrade.
How many
Just
people can't use or upgrade to Windows 11 to your computer? And their answer is, we'll show you different computers that you can buy right now to
Well,
upgrade to Windows 11.
that's why I'm in the middle of doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to
Hmm.
get the computers at work,
my
up to
desk,
par.
my desk, my desktop back there. The one that y'all make fun of.
I
That
haven't made fun of it.
well,
What is that?
okay, maybe not you
Give me a chance.
necessarily,
What is that? A
but
Tandy?
no, it's actually an Alienware.
I thought it
But
was
I have had
Tandy.
that thing. I have had that thing for probably 10 years. Probably going on 10 years, and it's running Windows 11.
Oh, I have
My
Windows 11 on all my stuff. I've got stuff probably 12 years old that I put.
Nah,
I used to go around.
Tom used to give me crap
They're
because
slower than crap.
my internet sucked.
well,
But
I tried
I got
myself.
new. I got a new router. That
Good night,
set
Marcel.
tomorrow.
Good night,
That's set
Marcel.
tomorrow.
Yeah, having fast internet makes all the difference. It really does.
Well, I mean, we had fast internet. It was just we were required to have our carrier's router. And finally, I was like, you know what? Screw this.
Yeah.
So I set up my whole system.
Yeah. So I've got my own
Got
router running. The only thing I use Comcast box for is just the bridge.
yeah.
And when those guys come out and want to test stuff and all that stuff, the last time I was here, I told him, I said, well, can I bridge it? Because he's wanting to change my router out because I wasn't getting the full speed I was paying for.
Right.
I had a new router, and I said, well, as long as I can set it up for bridge. He said, what's that? And I said, just leave the box here. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. Don't you love that? Oh yeah, that's your job, but you don't know what your job is.
But if you call them, tell them you got a problem, they'll have you tearing all your stuff apart, and all it is somebody hit a tree down the road and knocked a branch into the cable.
Back east, I had nothing. I always had Comcast, okay, and it was lightning fast.
Yeah, that's what I have now.
Boom, bang, boom, boom. Now out here, I got the other one was Spectrum. I had in North Carolina, and that also went down into Florida when I lived down there, and it was sketchy. Okay, now I got Cox, and now Cox is supposed to be like the up and coming,
I'll be right back.
cable, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I'm having trouble with it. I'm
Yeah.
actually having trouble with it again. So
I have had Comcast. Well, I've had Comcast since probably 30 years.
yeah, when I first got it, it was $225 a month. When I first got it, and I don't know what it is now. But when I guess
Well, see out here where we live, it's all these little mom and pop companies.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we got like where we live is Twin Lakes, and you go next county over. Well, it's another little mom and pop company.
yeah,
And I mean, we've got a couple that cover like a few counties, but yeah, a lot of them are like DSL. But they brought fiber in here about a year ago.
that's what they're supposed to be coming out here with this now.
They brought
Yeah,
fiber in
AT&T
here, but then
AT&T put fiber in my backyard 2 summers ago.
they brought
But
fiber out here, but they didn't upgrade our router. They still left us the same damn piece of crap router. So
I mean, they made some good offers. These introductory specials and stuff, trying to get everybody to convert over. But my Comcast,
well,
I'm still
we didn't
getting
we didn't
1100
upgrade.
1100 up or 1100 down and 90 up.
Well, that's more than I'm getting, but we didn't have an option when they installed fiber. It was 911. All of it was all one big deal.
Yeah.
And they still left us that old piece of crap router. And last year, I think I bought an Asus router.
Yep, that's what I got.
Yeah. I was like, I really want that one. It's about $500, but I really don't want to pitch out $500 for a router.
No, mine didn't cost that much.
Yeah, but you know which one I'm talking about, probably.
Yeah, is that the 3-channel?
Yeah, the one that you can, set all the different
Yeah,
stuff
it's got
everywhere.
like 6 antennas on it.
Yeah, and I could put one down here in my shop. They'd all extend and blah blah blah.
Well,
I just bought.
I can go to my neighbor's 2 doors down and still pick up my signal.
Wow.
I haven't went that far, but Tom, just for instance, Tom's seen my yard all on video. I can go all the way out to my barn. I can now go halfway down my driveway. All that, and I still got probably 4 bars
Yeah,
No,
of 6G.
well,
that's
you came a
good.
long way then with that.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, I remember being in the middle of a conversation with Chris, and all of a sudden, gone.
Yeah,
yeah. And that was
And,
that was like 25 feet away.
and they come back and they keep talking. Whoa, 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 whoa. What'd you say? I lost it. Out here. See, I'm in an apartment building. I mean,
Right.
there's 10 apartment buildings where I'm at.
Yeah.
All right. So whether one cable company, a lot of people have Optimum out here, and one other one. But every time they go into the box in the back where everybody's connections are, okay, if they move stuff around, and also my cable goes out. So I told them, I said, hey, listen, I'm a big shot on YouTube, damn it. Don't be messing with my damn wires. Girl said, oh, I'm very sorry. That the guy would come back out again, and then I said, it's not fast enough the way it was, and something's going on with it. You're doing something wrong with it.
yeah.
This is the bullshit line they give you all the time. It's got to be the wire that's in the wall. I said, let me ask you a simple question. What possibly could go wrong with the wire that's in the wall? If it's enclosed, encapsulated, okay,
Yeah.
unless you got a rat in there chewing on it, okay, and all the equipment that you have, you can't tell that that's what it is. So now all of a sudden you're telling me my problem is the wire that's in the walls.
Well,
And
then tell
here's
them
what
run your new wire through a wall.
I said. Here's my problem with that. Okay, you run all the signals, and before you said I'm getting hitting all the signals that's coming out from your place to here. Everything's running right. So now all of a sudden you're telling me it's the wire in the wall? I said, you just shot yourself in the foot with that one, pal. Get me another router.
Yeah,
And he went, oh, okay. Boom. Out in the truck. He came back in with the new router. I haven't
and
had a
that
problem
fixed it.
since.
Yep.
So it's all the
Yeah.
business stories that they tell you. So,
I did the same thing with them. I was like, y'all installed fiber, and now our internet is actually worse than it was before.
I said,
They're like, well,
when I connect with ABC and CBS and NBC for my videos, I need a clear signal.
Well, I generally don't let them touch anything here in the house. If I need something from them, I just put the equipment under my arm. I go to their location and switch it out and come back and take care of my own stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
man,
I
I'm
don't need
starting
them
to
in
see
here
that.
monkeying with nothing.
I'm starting to see that.
I was the same way years ago, but it's like since we moved back over here on the farm, it was like, well, I mean, when we got here, it was barely above dial up. I mean, it was DSL, but you know,
Remember dial up.
Well, I remember
yeah,
dial up.
bing, bing.
I remember when I upgraded from a 300 baud to a 1200 baud modem, and I thought I was just a cock of the walk. You down, Tom, you download. You could see the characters running across the screen because that was before Windows, so you was in a DOS mode,
I was just going
and
to say
you could
DOS.
watch the stuff come in. It was so slow.
You remember?
I never
Do you
put
It'd
it.
take,
remember?
it'd take an hour to
Do you,
download one picture.
An hour. I can remember days trying to. Somebody gave me a floppy disk to put on. What the frig is this? Well, put this in. It's got all the information you need. Yeah, 2 days
uh,
later, and we go like
I
this.
remember my buddy. He lived in Nashville, and
That's
in
funny.
Nashville, he had like good internet, and I'm way out here in the woods. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I can download a movie in like 30 minutes." I'm like, "What? What?"
30 minutes. That
I'm
was
like, "Dude, that's like a day and a half for me."
Grease lightning, right? 30 minutes. I
I'm
never
like,
really
it
went.
takes me 30 minutes. I'm lucky to download a song in 30 minutes.
We do get spoiled.
And it changed so fast. It really did.
It really has changed fast when you think about it.
Out here, they have a thing called living in Henderson. And some lady said Does anybody out here have a VCR machine that I could borrow? I just found some family videos. Nobody has it no more. I gave all my CDs to my grandson. I mean, I had thousands of them, different music and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
And he said, "Pop,
Oh
you
my
don't want,"
God.
because he collects, albums and stuff like that as a collector. He said, "Pop, you sure you don't want them no more?" I said, "No, I just tap what I want, and it's there." You know what I mean?
And the
Not no
thing
more.
is, we've gotten so spoiled. I can rip a CD in about 5-10 minutes,
Yeah,
and to me, that's just too much time. I'm not going to do
I remember watching something. I'm saying,
it.
this is bullshit. Too long.
Well, I
Amazing.
mean, remember back in the beginning days of Netflix, like streaming.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Do you remember that? You
I
know,
absolutely do.
when it was just a streaming service, it was
Yep.
like ding ding, loading, loading, loading. Like, oh my god! And then they killed everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
Beep, bop,
dang.
brrr, beep, bop, bop, brrr. Saying a song.
And then then you had the thing where you could order a couple CDs a month or DVDs a month.
I think I still owe 99 cents to some record company for 1,000 songs.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
I got I got I took that
I'm
bait once
sure
too.
I'm sure I owe quite a bit to Columbia House
Yeah, that's amazing. Freaking amazing.
and BMG. You remember that one?
BMG, I think they were out of Indiana, Indianapolis.
I don't know where they were out
I
of,
think
but
so.
they almost had the same kind of setup as Columbia House.
Yeah, 99
Like,
cents. You get like
yeah,
10 CDs.
yeah. Well, actually, it was cassettes in my day,
Cassettes, I'm 45s, right, Grumpus?
That's right. How about them old 78s?
There you go,
Weighed a
boy.
half a pound apiece.
Yeah,
man.
matter of fact, I
Them
just,
old turntables, you have to tape a nickel to the top of the needle to hold it in.
to hold it down and hurry up quick, move it around I had all my mom was a record collector. Now she had stuff, she liked all kinds of music, but she would collect like from the 40s. And then I had 78s. I had the full collection of Elvis Presley when they were recording on 78s. When we moved from North Carolina to Florida, I couldn't give them away, but I had a yard sale and I put them out, the albums and stuff out there. This guy lived down the road from me. He said, "How much you want for that box of 78s?" I said, "Give me $50." He said, "Deal." He throws a 50 at me, picks it up, and so opened it up because you couldn't open it like a regular book. You had to hold it in a certain way so you didn't chip the end of the records.
Yeah, yeah.
And he folded through it and he says, "This is all RCA Elvis." I said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "Are you sure 50? Yeah, do what you, I don't give a damn. I'm tired of lugging them around." He gets on his phone, okay, for one album. Don't Be Cruel. For one, no, it was the first one, Hound Dog, I think it was. He gets on his phone and sold it for $420.
Right there in
Marie
front
hit
of
me.
you.
Marie hit me like this. Okay, I said, "You got to understand the way. You got to understand the way I think." Okay, I didn't pay nothing for these records. They were my mom's.
Yeah,
Okay, and she got a quarter for them. Okay, back in the day, I just got $50 from my broken back carrying these damn boxes of records around. And if he got $425, God bless him. I got
yeah.
50. I don't give a damn.
I
All
feel
right.
the same way about that stuff.
And that's just the way it went. The whole bit. I had a in the same sale that we went before we went there. I had my father's watch. What the hell was it called? It was a
Citizen.
no. Back further, Gruen. A 17 jewel Gruen watch. Guy said, "How much you want for it?" I said, $25. He dug in his pocket. I can always tell. Dug in his pocket real quick to give me the $25. This watch is worth a couple $100. I said, see, today you made money. Give me my friggin' $25, you rat bastard. And that's why I dealt with it. Because you know what? If I went to sell that, I don't have that kind of talent or the technique to deal with it. So
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
you
I don't want
you
to.
ain't
I don't
you
want to
ain't
deal
got
with
the
it.
contacts.
yeah. So
Well, it's like Dad when I was a kid, and he had that little bar and grill, and he had a jukebox when he sold the place. He had a jukebox full of 45s. So of course I got all the 45s,
mm-hmm.
and I mean these were 45s that were a little bit older than me, but I can remember going to music class. We used to bring an album to play. I'm like, okay, I'll bring this one. And there was one one album I brought. It was Queen, Body Language. My music teacher did not like that whatsoever.
That's funny. Hey, Grumpus, I want you to check out a young man. I think he might be 12, 13, 14 years old, whatever. Okay. You want to hear this kid play the guitar. His name is Dallas Mason.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas Mason. He started out playing the drums. That what the hell's it? The guy I follow comes up every Saturday with stuff. The Italian name starts with an S. That's when I first seen him. He lives on the Outer Banks in North Carolina,
Okay.
and his grandfather invited Santinello, that TV show, that video I always watch. Peter Santinello about going throughout the country and stuff.
Uh huh.
Well, he ran across the grandfather, and the guy talking about the Outer Banks and stuff, and they brought him back to his house, and this little guy was playing the drums. He was 10 or 11 years old. Really good drummer, but you want to hear this kid play the guitar.
I'll hunt him up.
Unbelievable. I said he's the next Stevie Ray Vaughan, this guy.
I will hunt him up.
Yeah.
Here, I got something to show you.
$10.
How much a pound?
£9.
Can't,
Dollar something? $1.20?
I couldn't see it.
$7. $7.
$1.07. Wow, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah,
When you gonna smoke that up?
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
About two of them.
Well, Mr. Grumpus, I think I'm gonna
I'm gonna wrap this up in about 9 more minutes.
put the nail in this coffin here. We
That's
should
what I
go.
like about. That's what I like about Food Line, man.
We shouldn't talk like that, Grumpus.
I know it. Well, we had some food lions down here, but they didn't last very long.
Really?
Yep.
Food Line is like the last store on our way home. Because, I mean, where we live, the only store we got out here is Save a Lot. And I do not buy
Sorry, guys.
Save a Lot meat. Save a Lot meat. I've had too many bad experiences.
Well, that's kind of the way I feel with Walmart meat.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got a neighbor. She buys her meat at Walmart all the time. Don't have a problem. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Walmart meat. It's just every time I do, it seems like I get burnt somehow.
I told my daughter, I said, you know what, you out here, you've been shopping at Walmart, okay? For them, I think the meats are more expensive than Kroger or
Well,
like I said,
I
Smith's.
I think so too.
Yeah. I said
I
so.
had somebody tell me the other day, like,
Smoking
they
rat.
said something about buying chicken breast, and it's like,
Hmm.
And he's like, well, I could have got them a lot cheaper at Walmart. Like, I doubt it. I mean,
Smoking Rat, I generally start my streams at 11 every other Saturday. And then the off Saturdays, Charlotte, Gulf Coast Granny picks it up. She's usually around 9:30.
Smoking Rat, my man. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna pull the plug because
Yep. Fixing to
I
wrap things up.
I got to get up early tomorrow and do nothing.
Isn't that a good feeling?
Yeah, it
You know,
really is.
Vicky come back. She'll say, you gonna do anything today? I'll be out on deck all day with. I say, sometimes just doing nothing is something.
Marie says to me earlier. She said to me, "You've been on that damn computer all day." I said, "Yeah, give me a pillow. My ass is numb."
Been here all day. Haven't brought me a
hey,
beer yet.
Yeah, exactly.
hey, hey, Tom,
Yes, sir.
when you log off, I'll send you a picture of what my chicken coop is undertaking.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody
Yeah,
in the chat, thanks for stopping by tonight. I know you could have done
pre-
anything else on your Saturday night, and you chose to be here, so I appreciate it. Tom, good to see you.
appreciate
Good talking to you again.
appreciate you, Grumpus.
Yep. Thanks
Chris,
for
thanks for
thank,
joining us. Been
thanks for having
fun.
me up,
We'll
Chris.
we'll do this again. Like I said, Charlotte, I have it next week at 9:30, and then I'll have it the week after that at 11. That's Thanksgiving weekend, so I think I'll be home.
Okay, cool.
So we'll find out. But
I won't.
great seeing y'all.
Everybody, take care.
To pull the plug as soon as I can find the button. So y'all take care.
Boom.